How you doing? What up, Michelle? I see you, girl. First one in. Appreciate it. Guys, you already know what time it is. You already know what I'm going to say. You guys got to do it for me like I always ask. Hit that like button, subscribe for Miss Phins, okay? Like and share, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's Wednesday night. You know, it's our Wednesday night lineup today. And guess what? You know, I always bring the best, not but the best for you guys, but look it over here, guys. It's Let's Talk Football League Wide Wednesdays, baby. You can find myself and my co-host, Mr. Culler Commentary, every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern this entire off season. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring the one, the only, my awesome co-host, Mr. Culler Commentary. How you doing,
What's
buddy?
up, everybody? Good
What's
evening.
up? Good evening, Mark. How you
Flippers up.
doing? Fins up, baby. Woo-hoo.
We got Buffalo.
We got Buffalo. Oh man, I'm ecstatic. This
How-
is
How's everybody tonight? How you doing, Miss Phins?
Oh, I'm doing well. You know what? It's been a really busy day. You know, recording this, recording that, doing this and doing that. Hopefully I can get
Telling you.
the cut ups. It's gonna be very exciting. But this is a great day overall. And guess what? It's what day is it, Color? What day is it? What day is it? It's Hump Day. it's just, I had to. yes.
It
Oh, I need to
certainly
talk.
is.
Hey, you're here to talk football. Perfect, Mark, because we're here to talk football. Nice rocking the orange. You know, color always brings you that great color over there. Literally.
Just
But
try
no,
to
man,
be
we're
as
just having.
objective as I can be,
Hey, we're gonna have a lot
I
of
don't
fun
always
because
like the results, but what can you do, right? I'll tell you this
exactly.
much. I'm liking the results right now.
Absolutely. Yes, Mark. It's so what a blessing. We're at 529 subscribers. That's absolute blessing and a testament to all you guys that you guys have really helped out over here. So really do appreciate it, guys. Definitely hit that like sub, guys. You see it right there. Level up
Yeah,
Miss
the like
Fins.
button. I mean, I can't get it right. The like button looks like that.
Wait, it's that way. Yes. That way. There you go. Yeah, you got it's a raise your left hand. No,
My
seriously,
left
raise your
hand?
hand. Yeah, your left hand. There you go. Boom. Like and share, baby. Let's go. But listen, guys, we're gonna talk League White Wednesdays. We're gonna talk football today. Avi, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. First and foremost, while I pull this up, Color, tell me what you thought about last week, sir. Especially, you know, let's start out with the AFCs. What did you think about the Jets playing? What did they play again? The
I'm
Jets.
sorry? The
What did you
Jets
think of the Jets?
and Browns, right?
Yes.
Well, as I suspected, the Browns, I think, ran all over them. And turned out to be a competitive game, and I guess the Jets pulled it out in the end. Um,
Lucky.
looks like
Not.
that, they're the type of team that's going to be a tough out for a lot of people.
Oh, jeez.
It is what it is, but there's still nothing, no concern.
No concern whatsoever.
Nah,
Sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
I
Because
mean,
you had the
Jacoby
Browns.
Brissett,
So
Jacoby Brissett had a good game against them, so
it's okay. I had them losing anyways, and you took the Browns, so we both had them losing.
I took
Um,
the Browns. Yeah, I figured as
yeah,
much.
you
That
took the
that's one of
Browns.
those ones that ruin your Survivor uh contest. You know what I mean?
I guess so. Now, we had the Chiefs and the Chargers. Chiefs won. What you think of that?
I think it went as I suspected it would,
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
correctly, and
Yes, you
unless I
picked the
was
chart.
feeling
You
weird that night and going for all underdogs.
no, you picked the Chiefs. I picked the Chargers. So you're right. Not too happy about that, but it is what it is.
Looks
You know.
like Patrick Mahomes is in midseason form already.
Already. Man, can you believe this though? Both of us had the Lions winning, and guess what? The Lions won. But
Yep,
you
they
came
certainly
for the
did.
closest one. You did 35-23. I did 24-17, and it was 36-27. So that's
Wow,
insane.
wow.
Insane. Like we're you almost in the money, but I'm glad we were both in that same mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we both picked Buccaneers. They won 2010 against the Saints. So that's good. At least we're not, we're not we're not that far off. You know what I mean? What'd you think about that game?
Um,
Because Brady's temper apparently flared up, and some people
yeah,
took the blame of it.
and it it looked like there was a nice little dust up going on there, which has resulted in the suspension of Mike Evans. I know he was appealing it, but I don't know what the result of that
Oh, the
appeal
result,
was.
ladies and gentlemen, is an update. It has been upheld. He is suspended for this weekend. He is not allowed to play.
I mean, I thought it was kind of odd that nobody can even look at Brady's part in it, but whatever.
And you know what? I get it. I totally get it. Um, but I mean, I really just don't know what happened, but something must have really like pissed off Tom Brady, and yeah, it is what it is at this point. Then we got the Panthers and Giants. Giants won 19-16. We both picked the Giants. So we're coming out here winners, man.
Yeah, I just had no faith in the Panthers. Their coach is on the hot seat. He's
we
never shown anything.
we both went 24-17, and it was 19-16. So we were
Wow.
kind of close. We were a few points shy.
So
Of
a
the overall
little
score.
underperforming by the Giants, but they still won, right?
Yep, they still won. So at least we got that. Then we got Patriots Steelers. I can't flipping believe. I can't even believe the Steelers lost like that. We both had the Steelers, man.
Did we?
We both had the
I'm
Steelers.
surprised I didn't take a stab and pick the Patriots.
Nah, we
Because I
both
actually
had the
thought
Steelers.
I thought their defense played well enough to show why, to support the idea that, they played us better than people realize.
I don't know. We both had the Steelers. You had them 28-25. I had them 24-21. The score ended up being a 17-14, so we overestimated what they
Right.
could do, obviously. But
I,
at, at the end of the day, I'm really upset that the Steelers lost this one because I was not. And then we had the Colts versus the Jaguars. We both picked the Jaguars. I said 35-13. You said 27-3. And we were both wrong because the Jaguars the only donut was given by the Jaguars to the Colts.
but they blew them out.
They blew them out 24-0.
And I thought 27-3.
Yeah, for the Colts.
Oh, dang.
You
I guess
didn't
I was
pick,
backwards
yeah.
on that one.
Yes, you were backwards. So you were close, but wrong team.
Wow. Poor Matt Ryan.
Poor Matt Ryan. Then we got what? Well, I mean,
Nobody likes zoos anymore. Nobody likes giraffes being held in zoos anymore.
no, they don't. Then we got, well, I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to leave that one for last. But we got Falcons, Rams. We both picked the Rams. The Rams won. I said 35-10, and you said 38-17. And it ended up being 31-27. So we kind of were semi-close. They were still under, but we still were
Our game
semi-close.
script was correct, basically.
True. Absolutely true. So I'm happy about that. At least we know how to pick 'ems. It's our pick 'ems over here. And then we got what? Seahawks 49ers. We both picked San Fran. Oh my God, we almost got it too. No, I almost had it. You had them 24-17. I had them 27-10, and they went 27 and 27-7. So
Wow.
I missed it by 3 points. Like I almost had that perfectly.
Dang.
You see what I mean? So I was feeling myself with that one. Then we got Cowboys, Bengals. Cowboys won. We both picked the Bengals. Why? I don't know. You had them 28-13. I had them 27-10. The overall score ended up being 20-17 with the Cowboys.
What's going on
winning.
in Cincinnati?
I don't know, but I just talked about Cincinnati, and to me, that protection. I mean, we were talking about it earlier this morning. That protection, the pressures they're allowing for him, awful, absolutely awful. So that to me, that's the main reason why they're not protecting him. And like I said in my interview, that if they don't protect him, he's gonna end up having a short career like Andrew Luck, because I think we all agree he should have had at least 15-year career, in my opinion. So it was literally cut in half because of that. His body couldn't take it. And then we had Texans Broncos. We picked the Broncos, both of us. I said 21-7. You said 23-15. Ended up being 16-9. So
Right.
we underperformed with that one for sure. Then we got Raiders versus the Cardinals. And we both picked the Raiders, man. We both picked the Raiders. We both lost because ended up being 29-23 Cardinals. But I said it was going to be 24-21. You said 34-28. So we were way off with those times for sure. Then we got, what is it? Packers Bears. Yeah, we both said Packers. And I think I had it closer than you because you said 23-15. I said 24-17, and it ended up being 27-10. So, well, I guess we were kind of the same if you really think about it. Not bad. Now, Bills and Tennessee, AFC. So, what did you think about that? AFC East. What did you think about that game?
Tennessee's cooked.
I think
They're
they
looking.
lost too
They're
much.
looking at possibly firing their offensive coordinator. I mean, it's a dumpster fire there.
What's up, Jason? How you doing? I see you, buddy. I see you, Jeremiah. Delusional. What's up? Adam, I see you too. Fred Dunlap, how you doing? Sorry, I want to shout out everybody because I have, I got the stuff over here, and then I got the chat over here. So, guys, remember, hit that like button. Color commentary and Miss Phins. If Howard doesn't play, do we stand a chance? Oh, we're gonna talk about it later.
Short answer, of course.
Of course, exactly. Next man up. You know what I mean? Next man up. I had the Bills winning. You had Tennessee winning. But I said it was 27-35. You said it 38-34, Tennessee side. So, well, I won. So that's really all that matters.
Tennessee, man.
You know what?
God.
I think they lost too much this offseason. They might not even make. I mean, it's way too early, but they might not even. They might be a wild card going from number one overall. That's probably one of the biggest steep down that I've seen. Again, we still have a lot of football to play, but I think you're right. That OC might get fired because nothing's working for them. Not the run game, not the passing game. I don't know what it is.
Which means it's a perfect opportunity to just go ahead and start the Malik Willis era.
They tried it, and they had to take him out and put Tannehill again. So
there's no reason to restart Tannehill next week, none whatsoever. If you took him out of the game because he was doing nothing for you in a big game, and you put in the rookie got his taste. There's no reason to go back to Tannehill. It's not, unless they're going to fake or feign the idea that he was out because of a soft tissue injury or something. Then there's no reason to put Tannehill back in. It's over with. Dude.
You think it's over? He got Mariota?
How many more times are we going to have this discussion about whether he can ever win the Super Bowl or not?
I mean, you can say the same thing about Jimmy, and Jimmy took him all the way to the Super Bowl.
I never said that about Jimmy.
I mean, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general.
I got you, but I got you, but I mean, after witnessing Tannehill for 7 years in Miami, he's never demonstrated one bit the ability to command a big game.
Yeah, for real.
Never.
Oh man.
And as I pointed out earlier today, Tua is objectively and according to the stats the number one quarterback in the NFL right now, and we are the number one team in the AFC. In his entire career, Tannehill has never achieved that.
We're actually the number one team in the entire league.
In the AFC, I don't know. Yeah, but we can't go based on that because there's other undefeated teams, and our tiebreakers don't apply to the NFC teams.
Can I just have it? Can you just give it to me?
Well, of course we're tied for. Well, of course we're tied for first with all the other undefeated teams.
But
as relates to the seeding in the AFC, we are in sole possession of first place in the AFC.
True, but if you think about it this way, we actually have both divisional and conference games. There's only one other
team. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's Tampa. Is it Tampa? No, Tampa lost the first week.
That's the reason we hold the tiebreaker on the Chiefs for the number one seed because they only have one conference game. We have two.
Okay, Tampa is undefeated, but the difference is we actually have both a conference and
Yeah,
division.
I mean, you could look at that and imagine if they were in our conference, whether we would be over them or not. But it's pointless to do that to the other NFC teams because we'll never need to have the tiebreaker against them. You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
you're right. I guess you're right. I mean, it just I'm
I mean, I
looking
get
at it
what
right
you're saying.
now.
I get what you're saying. We can still look at that stuff as if we needed a tiebreaker against them to see who is actually on top. But
Yeah,
it's I'm just pointing out that at no point in Tannehill's career
no,
was he ever the number one quarterback statistically and commanding the number one team in the AFC. At no point in his career did he ever do that.
no, or even come close. If we're being
I
honest,
mean,
look at Mark
I
already.
would
Mark,
argue I would argue Tua has a better chance of winning a Super Bowl than Tannehill ever will.
well, he also never had this type of team around him either. So
Well, that's
you just have to
true.
take that into
That
consideration. I
you could
felt like
argue
we
that I
never did.
guess. You could argue that I guess, you know, but it's not as if we had crappy teams around Tannehill. I believed
No,
every
but
year with Tannehill, I believed our team was good enough to beat anybody in the league. That's why I was off of Tannehill. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but it's proving out in Tennessee. I mean, Derrick Henry, that's not something to have around you. AJ
yeah,
Brown,
I guess. I
you
guess
know,
you. I give
I
you.
don't know. I'm
Fine.
not
In the
I'm not trying to be
conference.
combative. I'm just saying that,
No, that's the whole point, man. We gotta shoot off each other. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. We don't have to agree, color. We
I
are
mean,
talking football, so
I've been having this argument with Tannehill Nears for a long time since year 2 of Tannehill.
I
You
get
know,
it. Well, listen, we got Vikings, Eagles. Vikings won. You took the Eagles. I took the Vikings. Did I say Vikings won? I meant Eagles won. My apologies. 24-7. A horrible game. But I am very happy for Jalen Hurts. It looks like they found their guy, in my
so
opinion.
what was my score prediction for that one?
Okay, so you said 42-38. I said 35-32 Vikings. So we were not even
Right, not
close.
even
We
close. Yeah, I thought it would be a little
quadruple.
more. I thought Kirk Cousin would make it look good, but still
Yes.
fail. You know what I
Which I
mean?
still feel the same way. I just don't know what happened this game. Could I have been coaching, play calling? Because
Mhm.
that's also a thing. I don't know. I can't tell you that. And
I'll tell you what it is.
what
Kirk
is it?
Cousins. He just can't play in big games, and he's another one. You know, every
My
time it comes down to, okay, take for instance our game this week, right? Tua has a real opportunity to say, I'm one of those quarterbacks that when we're in a game like this, that win or lose, I belonged there. You know that we every bit had the chance to win.
yeah, we
And
just came close. We came
right,
short.
right. And even, normally a lot of times this early in the season, even with the big rivalries between quarterbacks, sometimes the one that everybody assumes is not the best one of the two ends up getting a win early in the year. So for instance, we've seen times where Patrick Mahomes has never been undefeated. So obviously somebody's beat him. And it's probably usually early in the season to somebody like a Herbert or a Burrow or a Tom Brady, you know what I mean? Or an
And you
Aaron
don't
Rodgers,
expect
you
it,
know
but
what I
it
mean?
happens. Yep.
Or a better example would be a Derek Carr. A Derek Carr is the kind of guy that maybe his fans would argue he's better than Mahomes, but most people would still give the edge to Mahomes even if it was close. And
Yeah.
and but what I'm saying is that kind of goes out the window in an early game where there's a lot on the line, and you might see a Patrick Mahomes lose to a Derek Carr when it's week 3.
True.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
I guess
mean?
you have, and this is
It
why I
is a
say those.
divisional game, So Tua has an opportunity. First of all, he proved what he needed to prove to me last week was that he has the ability to accomplish that. Okay, so we know that.
We
No
know that.
longer can I ever argue that I don't believe he could. He could. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I'm trying to see this week. Look, it's right up another, and we get a great opportunity for it to happen right away. We don't have to wait very long. And what I want to see is he one of that in that group of quarterbacks that you stand a really good likelihood of winning this game at home and arguably should win it, no matter what or how good Josh Allen is doing.
True.
Because Buffalo has proven that their floor is 6 points.
Versus the Jaguars, exactly.
If
But
we're
listen,
going to talk about who's proven what, well, Tua proved what he proved Sunday, and the Buffalo Bills have proven that their floor is 6 points
that is true.
against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We both picked the Dolphins to win. I obviously came close because you said it was 17-9. I said 24-17. We were way off,
Of
but I
course.
still came closer. Your overall for last week was 10-6. I went 9-7. Fine,
10-6,
whatever.
really?
You got 10-6.
Wow.
Yes, you got 10.
I'm
I'm not
actually
happy,
surprised with
James.
myself.
and I went 9-7. So not happy about that. Now this is hilarious. We thought that the impactful players. And after this portion, guys, we're gonna go ahead and ask the
Oh, and by the way,
ask,
that was because we did it. We started that on. Did we start that? You had
it was
already
in week 1. We started week 2. Yeah.
right. So that's no. I'm wondering why there was only 16 games. Oh, that's right, 32 teams. What am I thinking? I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different spectrum, the 17 game spectrum. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So now to go over the impactful players that we said last week, and then after that we're gonna break. So if you guys have questions, do me a favor because it'll be easier for me to look it up. I need you to put at Miss Phins, MISSPHINS. It'll pop up orange for me, and I'll be able to see it. Any questions you got for Culler or myself, put at Miss Phins, and then question mark, and then leave it there. I'm gonna go back and then answer you. We're gonna go back and answer you guys' questions, okay? So while we're doing this
That
last
ought to be fun.
this oh,
Little
absolutely, I
mailbag,
want
huh?
everybody to know exactly. I want everybody to ask us questions. That's what we're here for. We're talking football the whole league. What's up, Von Joe? Welcome. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Von Joe?
What's up? Good evening. Just swinging by to smash that like button. Yes, go ahead and do it. But our next, so this segment is impactful players, and then we have the question segment. So, impactful players for QB. You picked Tua. I picked Daniel Jones. Congratulations, sir. I think we were both right. You were 1,000% right
Who's
with
the
Tua.
Tua hater? Who is the Tua
Yeah,
hater?
yeah,
I
Mister
picked Tua as the most impactful player last week. And
Yeah,
guess what?
he was the most impactful player.
Right.
Period.
Who got the player of the week?
Tua
Let's
Tagovailoa,
say it,
baby.
guys.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa, Tua, baby.
Tua.
Tua. Exactly. Well, hey, you picked him out of the entire league. We asked in that position, QBs. I said Daniel Jones because I feel like he needed to step up for the Giants. He did. Giants won. You said it for Tua. Pretty much the same thing. He needs to step up, take it to the, put this team on his back. He did, and we won. So
we were both right, but I got the bonus for
you got
player
the
of the
bonus.
week.
Yes, player of the week. You know what? I'm gonna put that there.
I forgot all about that, Miss Phins. You just made my night. You realize that, right?
Well, listen.
Oh, I can't. What? I bet they won't clip this.
I hope they do.
I bet they won't clip this.
I hope they do, because you got it, bro. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. That's no need for me to change it.
I can't speak for Miss Phins' licensing requirements, but But if I did, I would say I would encourage everybody to clip this.
Yeah. Oh,
please.
Yeah. Take a picture.
Share it, like it, and share it. That's one way. They'll get to this part of the show eventually.
Exactly. Maybe I can figure it out. We'll talk about it afterwards. If I can go ahead and clip it. This whole segment is
I'm delighted
for players. You know,
I am absolutely delighted right now.
I'm glad you are.
It's like I just ate a big cheese Danish or something.
That's awesome.
It's like It's like a big pile of pancakes, perfectly cooked, with reggae going on in the
I
background
love
and a big
pancakes.
cup of coffee.
Now I want pancakes. Thanks, Culler. Don't need that. Hey, look, the AFC Roundtable. I can't wait to catch the replay. I'll tell you that. I know that's gonna be a lot of fun to catch it. But okay, so impactful players. That was QBs, running backs. You said
Sorry,
Derrick Henry.
I gotta do some
Go,
celebration
go
dancing.
ahead, do it. Take it, take it.
Okay, I'm
I
done.
said Jonathan Taylor,
I'm
and
gonna.
interestingly
You
enough,
said Jonathan Taylor.
I said Jonathan Taylor. You said Derrick Henry, and both of them
Mm,
really bad as
that's
far as
okay.
running
My
backs.
first pick
Oh, it
overshadows
happens.
that so
It,
much.
it happens. Well, it's a league wide thing. We're not.
Right, and who wouldn't
We're
pick
picking out a
Derrick
fun one.
Henry? Right, and
Exactly.
who wouldn't pick Derrick Henry? So
Or Jonathan Taylor as
right,
impactful for their team. I don't know what happened over there, but they were just not clicking on all cylinders for the Colts. And the same thing with Titans. So that's exactly what happened. For wide receiver, you picked Scanlon. I picked Cooper Cup. I mean, I thought my player was definitely the most impactful as far as Cooper Cup, but I think I'm even wrong. I would say the most impactful wide receiver has to have been Tyreek Hill out of the entire league with the way that ended. So,
or possibly Jalen Waddle with
or
the
even Jalen
game-winning
Wally.
catch.
Exactly. So, overall, league wise, what do you think about Scatling, though? Because you picked Scatling.
I didn't catch what he actually did with. He's with who's he with now? He's not with Green Bay anymore.
No, he's not. I think he's in Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Kansas City. That's right.
Yeah.
What he look like? I don't remember seeing his name much during the game. So usually impactful player would I'd remember. You know what I mean? But I could
Yep.
be wrong.
He's with the Chiefs. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Brains. Sorry.
Yeah, they played right. They
Yeah.
played the Chargers on Thursday night.
They did. When they played the Chargers, he had 2 receptions, 13 yards,
So
six and
no,
a
he
half
wasn't
average.
impact. He wasn't
Yep.
impactful at all.
Exactly. And Jonathan
Womp
Taylor,
womp womp.
let's see here. Yeah, that I'm like real upset. Against the Jaguars, I mean, he still had 9 attempts for 54 yards and one um reception, but that's nothing because
Right,
they were shut out by the Jaguars.
right.
So what are we gonna say? So to me, I'll take it. I'll happily take the L on that one because yeah, definitely nothing happened there.
Still can't take the shine off my Tua pick.
That's funny. Hey, listen, I'll tell you this. With the Chiefs, you know who was their most impactful player? Oh, actually, wait a minute. How come I'm getting this right? What am I talking about? Jonathan Taylor? Wait, is this 2021 or 2022? Because they have him doing 40 carries. Let me go to week 2 because that's the
What's up, Kenner?
projection. My bad. Hold on. I'm getting some feedback. I don't know if you have me up
Oh, sorry. Hold
somewhere
on a
else.
second.
Yeah, he wasn't impactful at all against them. So we're
Is
gonna
that
have to
better?
see. Perfect.
All right.
Nope, I still hear myself,
All right.
but it's okay. You'll work on it. No big deal. Okay. Then we had tight ends. You said Mark Andrews. I said Darren Waller. Interestingly enough, who would you say Mark Andrews was the most impactful tight end
I mean, not really.
out of the whole league?
No.
Because he did have 9 receptions, 104 yards, 25 was his longest, and a touchdown.
And a touchdown. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he did help along a quarterback to have a perfect passer rating at halftime. You could give him that.
You do give him that. And Waller, I mean, he did 6 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown. So I don't know if they were the most impactful tight ends, to be honest with
Maybe for
you.
their team, but not really for the league.
I would say, well, the point is to be the most impactful in their team overall, the whole league.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
I would say that Mark Andrews was, and I think Mark Andrews was, in my opinion. And Sure enough, you picked the Miami defense. I picked the Lions defense. And I have to say, I feel pretty good about my pick.
So do I.
I feel really good about my
So do
pick.
I, because remember that without that fourth down stop in the first quarter, we don't beat the Ravens.
No, absolutely not. Because they would have been in field goal range. But I feel
No, they
good.
would have got in for the touchdown.
You're right. My apologies.
I mean, it was 4th and inches at the goal line, and we create. I think we got that's when the one we got the fumble on, if I remember correctly. But regardless, we held them out of the end zone. If we don't do that there in the first quarter, we lose the game.
True. That is true. And you know what?
We couldn't have known that, you know.
Facts. Actually, I think the most impactful wide receiver for their team had to have been Tyreek, but Amon St. Brown, Amon Ra St. Brown, he was pretty impactful too.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that that Lions defense, pretty much, listen, donuts the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they got tired in the second half, and Commanders came back, scored 15 in the third and 12 in the fourth, but it still wasn't
Right,
enough.
right, and
You know
I
what I
would
mean?
argue also that despite getting torched all over in every way by Lamar Jackson, that's not necessarily taking away their impact for that they had continuing to battle and continuing to give Tua opportunities to do what he did. And then what he
Exactly.
did was break a bunch of records and make one of the greatest comebacks we've seen in a long freaking time in this league.
And you take away
Well, you don't
Lamar's.
do that without a very impactful defense.
That is true. And Lamar had a record-breaking game too. It was all just overall
Right.
historical game period.
Now,
So
if you're talking about Mike Glennon doing that to our defense in the first half, okay, fine. Our defense is trash. You know what I mean? But we still
funny.
cannot disregard the skill level of Lamar Jackson. And yes, he did Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson did Lamar Jackson in his house. And our defense still continued to battle and give our quarterback opportunities to break records and come back and win the game. So I would say that's pretty dang impactful.
It is pretty impactful. So very, very happy. So we got some good ones. I think it wasn't too bad. I feel good about Daniel for me. I feel good about the Lions defense. Waller, I still don't feel like he was the most impactful for his team overall. Cup either. And Jonathan Taylor definitely not. So I would say 2 out of the 5 I feel like I kind of nailed, I mean, I'd give you 3 because between Tua, Andrews, and Miami defense, to me, I don't know of another tight end that had more stats. You know what I mean, or even being more impactful
Well,
for their team.
I mean, hey,
For their team.
hey, are you just baiting me into saying it? Is that what you're trying to do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because
Anyways,
because check it out. I know one tight end that had a pretty dang just sexy catch on Sunday.
What do
That
you
was
mean?
highly impactful. And just like I said about the defense, if that we don't have that just sexy catch, we lose the game.
If his foot is 1 inch closer forward, it would have been discounted,
And again, it's a team game. So if we don't have just sexy's catch, we don't win the game.
And he did go 4 for 4. I mean, I'm just saying.
4 for 4?
4 for 4. He
and
got
how
his
many
Wendy's
yards?
on. 41 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, that's 10 yards apiece.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean.
So are you willing to knock off your W for the Mark Andrews choice to give praise to where it really is due to your favorite tight end?
I would love to, but
NFL.
I would say
you don't want to seem like a homer. I know.
No, I don't care about being a homer. I love being homers. Are you kidding me? No, it's not that.
I would argue that is the most impactful performance in the league.
Mark Andrews was the only playmaker for the Ravens. You see what I mean? That's the difference.
Bateman had a touchdown. Bateman shredded our defense.
Bateman, yes.
Lamar
But
Jackson
if we're
ripped
being
off an
real,
80-yard touchdown run on our defense.
that's ridiculous. I'm talking about like offensive weapons. All you have is Bateman and Mark Andrews.
Right,
We
right.
have Tyreek, Gesicki, Waddle, Chase, Mostert. Do I need to continue because there's too many people?
By the way,
You know
before
what I
they
mean?
got that fourth quarter field goal on that drive, the last play Lamar attempted before the field goal was a bomb to Mark Andrews in the end zone, which he overthrew, and Mark
Yeah,
Andrews couldn't catch up to.
that was crazy.
So
He thought he was throwing to Tyreek.
I
Nope.
know what I'm saying is that I think Mike Gesicki would have caught that pass.
Oh, I agree. You know he would have done whatever. He does
Right.
whatever
So
to
right,
catch that
right,
ball.
right. So I'm just arguing for your boy. That's all I'm doing.
I appreciate it.
I think Mike Gesicki was more impactful than Mark Andrews.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And
Okay, okay. Well,
that's real.
guys, listen. What's up, JM? Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is the section you
Yeah.
guys wanted. Now we're in our new what is it called again? I not
We
something like
shift
three.
into the new week.
No, well, we're shifting into the new week. But before we do, I want to answer your questions, guys. What's
Okay.
up, JM? What's up, Alaman? Give me your questions, guys. Our new segment. There you go. So ask us Wednesdays. Let's go. Ask us any questions, guys, and we will answer league wide. Okay. But remember, put at Miss Fan so it's easier for me to see it. And that way I can go ahead and pull it up. I think I have a couple already. So let me go to those first. But guys, we already got about 15 people in here. Go ahead and keep hitting the like button if you just got in. Let's go ahead and keep hitting that like button if you haven't hit the like button. Let's see here.
It
Okay.
looks like that.
Exactly. Just like that. Let's see here. We got okay.
By the way, if y'all are wondering why I'm wearing a St. Louis Cardinals shirt tonight, it's because my boy's magic number is 6 in our to win our division, and we are imminently going to be clinching a playoff spot. So
Congratulations. Congratulations. Right now I don't have a team. I'm
no,
the Yankees, but I don't really have a team.
it's an all right one. I mean,
I don't really have it because the Florida Marlins are not there. So when the Florida Marlins come back, then I will have a team again. There you go.
well, and I'm the same boat. I'm a Cardinals fan because I would live there for a while, and they play great championship baseball. The Marlins start turning their whole thing around and winning championships. I could easily come to my hometown team and forget I was ever a Cardinals fan. There ain't no problem with that.
I get it. I get it.
But they've
Okay,
never
so
done that before, so
let's see what we got here. Miss Phins, Hurt X is hurt. Is that true? Yes, he has a quad injury right now. So he's dealing with a
Oh, it's a
quad
quad
injury.
injury now. I thought it was a guan injury.
A what?
A guan injury. Groin.
Oh, groin. No, quad is what I heard. So yeah, he's dealing with a quad injury right now.
Yeah,
Which kind of
guan is the French pronunciation.
groin? Oh.
Guan.
Guys, smash that like button. Let's go. Exactly, JM. Tell him. Sandy, what's up? Soaks.
What's up, Sandy?
Soaky. Yeah, with a groin. Mark, I mean, I heard quad, so it is what it is. BFF said groin. Listen, Mike McDaniel said quad, so it could be quad. It could be both. It don't even matter. It's an injury, people. It's a concern. You know what I mean? Marlins won 2 championships. Exactly. The Florida
I don't want to
Marlins.
give away I don't want to give away the farm, but I think it's subterfuge. I think X is going to be just fine for Sunday.
You mean like
Yeah,
injured?
subterfuge.
I'll take it all, baby. So listen, Mark, you're a Bills fan. Come on, give me your questions, man, because I know for a fact you got some questions, especially about this Bills game that's coming up. While he does that, I mean, guys, literally no questions. Go Mets. Alaman says go Mets. Did they clinch the playoffs already? The Mets? I think they did, didn't they? I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, I know the Marlins won 2 championships. I get it,
The
but
Florida Marlins, get it right. So
yeah,
the Florida
and
Marlins.
I mean the Cardinals have won 12.
Whatever. Still 2, more than 1, more than 0. I'll take
No,
it.
I'm talking about a culture of winning championships, of actually competing every year. The Cardinals might take off 1 year to retool out of every 4 or 5 years. They've been in the playoffs despite not belonging necessarily. They've been in the playoffs for the last like 4 or 5 years straight. You know what I mean?
You want to compete.
Peppered with a couple division championships and a losing appearance in the World Series to the Boston Red Sox. So
that's awful.
I mean, in other words, they have the type of culture that our Dolphins had and have, or should have.
Should have.
You know, the 72 culture, the mid 80s culture, the early 90s culture. You know what I mean? That's the culture the St. Louis Cardinals have, and that's why I became a fan when I was living there for 10 years.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good baseball town, you know?
Let's see here. Oh, what's up, Monty Phins? How you doing, Miss Phins? What up? Delusion, we got one. Darth Cater needs to step up. He's the number 1 ranked corner right now, Michelle, just so you know. So Delusional has a question. Miss Phins, who is Miami's number 2 DB again? Okay, really?
Who actually is on the depth chart behind Xavier Howard? That's actually a pertinent question because not a lot of people ever thought to ask it throughout the offseason.
Keon Crossen is the backup to X. And actually, Cater Cole, who is the backup to he's the 3rd stringer right now as far as our depth chart. The problem is that we have Byron Jones, who's out, and then instead of having Nick Needham as that slot, he's right now on our opposite side. So
we also have Justin Bethel.
Yes, we do. We have Justin Bethel. And Noah is also there too. Noah's technically the backup to Nick Needham. Mm-hmm. So if Byron goes down, we got Cater, we got Keon, we got Justin, we got.
Does anybody have any idea if a guy like Elijah Campbell can shift over to that role, or is he straight safety only?
Well, Elijah Campbell, I mean, he's a free safety. I don't see why we wouldn't.
I mean, if he's a free safety, you'd think he might be able to shift over to corner.
That's why I say, because he's kind of the same. Or at
least scheme some kind of zone where he ends up acting as a corner in a man zone type scheme. You know what I mean?
Mark, look at Mark. He says, "Please dress Noah." I promise you, Noah, I ain't playing this game, buddy.
Oh, you know what would be hilarious? You know what would be hilarious if we dressed Noah. And he ends up having an equal type defensive performance that Tua had offensively last week. That would be
I would be nuts. Like, I want everyone to step on their shoulders right now and give me the Noah apology form right now.
Exactly.
That's
right. Oh boy, Miss Phins, you bring up a good point. If that happens, we are definitely rolling heavy with the Noah apology form.
Like I want that Noah apology form from everybody.
Do I believe it's going to happen? No. Do I believe it's going to happen? No. Just like I said about Tua, because there was no reason to. You know, now there is for Tua.
Yep.
And let's see what happens with Noah. Hey, look, guys, it's a home game. Y'all are deflated anyway about our chances for losing. That's why I mean, I'm not, but regardless, throw them out there. You know, Mark, if you want to, if you think we're in such dire straits, then what could we lose with Noah?
Exactly. Besides the game and.
I think Mark is trying to deflect from the fact that they're starting one rookie and one undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Off the street.
For
two of their DBs.
What's up, Duke? How you doing? Welcome.
That's what Mark's trying to deflect from. That's the real thing we should be talking about. How is Tua going to be able to capitalize on the fact that Buffalo has 2 street DBs?
Listen, Tyreek can cook these boys, and you already know that our past
in the heat of Miami, in the sweltering heat of Miami.
Shout out to the offensive line for keeping that momentum that they had in the offseason to now when it comes to their pass protection, man. Shout them
Right.
out. Shout out
Right.
to Greg Little for stepping up with
Yep.
AJ being out. And
And
look at the
believe it or
protection
not,
he gives. I mean,
believe it or
come
not,
on,
we
man.
find ourselves in a situation, despite whether Buffalo fans want to admit it or not, we find ourselves in a situation where we're effectively playing a defense, a secondary that's not much better than the Philadelphia Eagles secondary we faced in preseason.
I mean, listen, they don't
in
got
the third quarter with Skylar Thompson. Yeah, that's what I said.
They got nobody. They still got Tre'Davious White out. Tim Settle is already, and he's what? He's their tackle, questionable. Jordan Phillips, their other tackle, questionable. Ed Oliver, their other tackle, questionable. Poyer is questionable. Micah Hyde is also questionable. Dwayne Jackson, questionable. So at the end of the day, look, they're already hurting.
Look, it's a simple matter of Tua. Again, it always is. It always comes down to that, Miss Phins. If Tua brings what he brought Sunday, the Bills are getting absolutely rolled.
They're going to get torched 45-10 if that's the case. Because look, everybody wants to now crap on the fact that, Baltimore had. Now y'all getting me into my game preview, man. And that's for Friday. I gotta have content for y'all for Friday, but I'm gonna give you a little bit because this is the middle of the show. You know what I mean? But listen, their secondary just still professionals for the Ravens. They got cooked. X got cooked he got burned 4 times.
Yep, and even if you want to blame that on scheming, Mark, it don't matter. One way or another, you got 2 rookies playing in your secondary. I mean,
Elam
effective
is
rookies.
A first-round pick. Yes, he is. That's who you're going to be playing. Because, again, Dane Jackson is questionable.
And I wouldn't be so alarmed about Jalen Phillips either.
What was the other one you said? Christian Benford? Listen. Do you really believe he's going to be I get it, fine.
Well, Miss Phins, what round was Noah drafted in?
First round, 30th overall.
Thank you.
In the 2020,
Thank you.
27.
I just wanted that to be pointed out. Yeah, first.
Yeah,
just
first
like the guy you're propping up right now, who's never for some reason started a game yet. Who's on short rest on a short week coming into Miami. And you know what? I think we owe, I'm not going to say this too loud, but I think we owe Bill Belichick an apology.
Come again?
Well, if I'm to believe, which I do, that Tua actually helped us win against the Patriots, yet we only put up 13 points, and I believe that's because their defense is better than people think it is.
But they were also having secondary issues too.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe their defense was better than people think it is because they got down here and acclimated to the heat.
Oh my God, I just realized something.
Maybe we should be apologizing to Bill Belichick.
Hold on. I just realized something, Culler. We just beat a team with a questionable secondary in the Patriots. Another team, but their offense is not as strong. Another team with a questionable secondary, but their offense is actually, they got 3 guys. That's it. So they're also not as strong, but those 3 guys are, 2 really. Lamar and Mark Andrews. Bateman, he's getting there. You know what I mean? Yep. So 2.5 if you want to get there with a questionable secondary. The Bills are the only team where I can actually say, okay, they got a decent offense, if we're going to be honest. And they still have a questionable secondary. But they don't got Gabe Davis because he's out. He's questionable. I don't think he's playing. Dawson Knox, who got a little dinged up in that game. He's also questionable.
Right. So it makes you think that it's going to come down to defense.
It is going to come down to defense, in my opinion.
And the edge is with Miami. It has to be. It's a home game.
And this is the thing. Cater Kohu has already played in these last 2 games. And right now he's the number 1 ranked corner. And he only had played 2 games. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So right now, David
If they
said
get
on
into
Monday
look,
for rest on Sunday.
it doesn't really matter what Mark says. If they get into a track meet with our team in the heat of Miami, they are gonna lose.
Someone is pulling a hammy. It's what I'm saying. Like someone
ask
will
the
pull
Buccaneers defense and ask the Philadelphia Eagles defense, who look like garbage against our wide receivers.
Listen, ask
in
the
training
Buffalo
camp.
Bills against the Chiefs with Tyreek. Enough said. I mean, and we got 2 Tyreeks. We don't have 1. We got 2 of them. Oh my God! I mean, at this point, really, what are we talking about?
Ask the Tampa Bay secondary what they thought about running around in the heat of Miami trying to chase Tyreek Hill.
Are you kidding me? They almost died.
It is what it is. You
died.
guys can imagine that you're the Superman of the league and that you're gonna your guys don't bleed red blood like everybody else is.
But Mark, I got a question for you, buddy. Let's be real. And this is for you, but then we gotta get to our next segment because I don't want to take up too much time. But we got some time, right, Culler? You still with me? Because we gotta go through next week. So, but,
sure.
We're doing it for the fans. Mark, I gotta ask a question for you, man. Let's say worst case scenario for you guys. Y'all get blown out 45-10 by the Miami Dolphins in Miami. What does that mean for your team moving forward? Just put in a mind frame. Worst case scenario for you guys. A pure blowout, 45-10. It's a scenario. It's an if. But I really want to know what do you think that's going to be? While he's answering that question, Culler, what do you think that would mean for the Bills?
Well, I can answer that question by telling you what it means for the Dolphins. If we lose, how is it different than any other Monday that we've lost to the Bills?
Yeah.
If they lose, especially if they lose big, they are finished for this year in our division. Yeah, that's what I said. They're the ones with the pressure on them coming into our house.
You calling it already?
Absolutely.
Because they're set to be, I picked them to have 12-5.
If you're talking about blowing them out,
45-10.
Then yes, they're finished in the division for the year. Like I said from the beginning, Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, Jets. Bills fans can clip it again. I just gave it to you on Miss Phins' show. Clip it. You already did. And when that happens, I'm gonna clip y'all making fun of me and go viral.
Hey,
so I appreciate y'all continuing to ignore my prediction. And if we win, even if we win this week, I could argue my point. But if we blow you all out this week, like we should, then we're a game ahead of you. We're the ones in command.
We would be 2 games ahead.
Well, we'd be a game and a tiebreaker, but we would be in command of the division and
the conference.
And you'll be chasing us the whole year. Besides the fact that what do you think it does to us putting a string together of wins if we destroy the Buffalo Bills?
Bengals gone. Joe next. Jets next. Vikings next. Pittsburgh next. Lions will be the only team where I'm like, ugh, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Put it this way. If we beat the Bills and the Patriots win, I'll be halfway there to my prediction because we will be number 1 in the division and the Bills will be tied with the Patriots for second.
Yeah.
I'll be halfway to my prediction. I might even clip it. I might even clip that at that point and still take credit.
Still take credit. Hey, look, Mark asked
since y'all decided to make fun of me, since y'all decided to clip it and make fun of me for predicting it.
Hey, listen, it is what it is, Culler. Let them have it.
Pressure's on them, Miss Phins. Pressure's on them.
But Mark asked fairly, and I appreciate the question, Mark. So I'm gonna answer that question for you. But before I do, Duke says that the Finns will win 38, Bills 31. I like that. Um, Alaman says too early, Color, which I get it. Sometimes we gotta pump the brakes sometimes. But Mark does ask, Miss Finns, let me ask. If the Dolphins lose 45-10, where are they at on Monday? I think you kind of answered it perfect, like same old Dolphins. You know what I mean? Okay, so they're still just the Dolphins. They're still the second in the division. Maybe it was a fluke, that game, that we had against the Ravens, or it could be like, okay, well, it was the Bills are still gonna be the Dolphins' biggest hurdle, and let's see what they do in the rest of the season. If we go out and blow out everybody else, or have really, really successful games in the next, all the way up to leading, honestly, the next one, I mean, forget it. Chicago, check. Browns, check. Houston, check. 49ers, check. Chargers at this point with Herbert being hurt, I mean, he might be fine, okay, but I ain't worried about him, check. And then we'll have the Bills at home.
Yep.
That'll probably be the only other time, you know what I mean?
I just don't believe that our defense
It'll be
is
same old
so
Dolphins,
bad
Mark.
that we can't overcome offensively a depleted Bills secondary. Okay. In other words, let's say we execute on offense and Tua brings what he brought last week, right? And we're putting up our points. Okay. It's going to be up to our defense to stop Josh Allen from doing the same thing. Okay. So if we blow them out, that means our defense deserves credit for the game, or most for that, at least. If we lose and our offense is putting up points, or let's say if our offense is doing their putting up points every time they got the ball, but we lose 42-28, then yeah, you could say our defense is in serious trouble. I just don't believe that's the case. I just don't. And we'll see what happens.
It'll be same old Dolphins, to be honest.
I don't believe it's the case, just like I don't believe that it is. I mean, that it's not. You know what I mean? So
if it's a blowout, then yeah.
I do know this. We don't win. Tua does not accomplish the comeback last week, despite what he did. He does not accomplish the comeback last week if it not been for our defense.
Oh,
so that's why I so believe in our defense.
And
despite the statistical failure performance last week.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that one, to be honest.
And I'm a fan. I'm gonna go that. I'm gonna find a way to believe in my defense. You know what I mean? And I don't think I don't think my way is fair, unfair, or unreasonable.
But I like so far in the last two games, we've made some good adjustments halfway through the game, and that's one of my major things for Mike McDaniel. So shout out to Mike, because I think shout out to Coach McDaniel, because he definitely made the proper adjustments. What's up? That's so Dolphins Realtor. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. Yes. Defense corrected great.
Yes, just like the offense did.
Okay. Wait, you know what, Mark? He's got another question. Let's say the Bills win 38-34. What's your opinion? If the Bills win 38-34, I'm riding high on my team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we put up points against the Bills. We haven't been able to put up points against the Bills. You know what I mean, Mark?
Absolutely.
So for me, I'm still riding high. Like, okay, fine, we came up short. It happens. But I'm still riding high, because who do we have next? Bengals, who can't protect their quarterback? Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? They got Jamar Chase, got it. T. Higgins, great. But if he doesn't have enough time to move him out the pocket, he's not going to get nowhere. And
right. And if we lose in that fashion to the Bills,
I'm okay with it.
Well, that's the thing, Miss Phins, because if we lose in that fashion to the Bills, and then we go on to take care of business, and it comes roundabout to the Bills again, then at least we know we belong there again.
We can put up points. And guess what?
And you guys will be just as worried then.
And guess what? Because we got a nice run, and we can string up like three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9 solid games, maybe even 10 games right before that.
That's why the pressure's on them again,
It
Miss
is.
Finn.
It really is.
It's just
It
we
really is.
absolutely are playing under no pressure this
Because
week.
look, that would put us 12-1. I mean, that's insane saying it. And my
I
super
mean,
duper
you could
homer
argue Tua
would
has
be
quite a
right.
bit of pressure because he wants to show everybody that I'm consistently that guy. But that's no, the Bills are the ones with all the pressure this week. All of
True.
it.
All of it. Because they have to prove that they are
And you
officially the
guys are
one and
coming
that they're
into a
actually.
stadium that unless you're my age, you have never witnessed as a Miami Dolphins fan.
It's rough out there.
You know what I mean?
But Mark, what if the Bills win 38-34? What does that mean for the Bills?
You
Or
mean what if
even
the Dolphins win 38-34?
no well, yeah, the Dolphins. What if the Dolphins win 38-34, 34? What does
Same
that
thing
mean?
for us. A win is a win is a win on
True.
them. I want
If
it,
you
sure,
lose
I want it to be a
35-28,
blowout
it's
because that
gonna be
makes the
tough
further
for them.
statement that their season is over because,
Right
you
there.
know,
Paul Glover, thank you so much. He said it. If we lose 35-28 or 35 to, close enough game under 7 points, we'll still be, the story will still be that the Dolphins are
especially if
for
both
real.
teams, especially if both teams make similar mistakes. Let's say everybody makes
Hmm.
a bunch of mistakes and the Bills end up
Everybody
pulling
does.
that game out. It would still be I would still write that same narrative, you know. The Dolphins are for real.
The Bills and Dolphins play the same schedule except Bills play at Rams, already won, and KC. Dolphins at Chargers and 49ers. That's fine, Mark. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that at the end of the day, when we meet in week 15, we could literally have the same schedule. I mean, we could literally
That's why
both
this
be
game is so
12 and
important for
1
us.
or
That
13 and 1. Like, you know what I
that's
mean?
why this game is so important for us because if we win it, we're putting
You're
a
going to.
game ahead of you guys on the record. That is a huge buffer
A
zone when
full
it
game.
comes to playing y'all again in Buffalo. It
Listen,
just does.
it is
If
so
we're talking
possible.
about if we're talking about we were only 2 games behind you all last year. Well, you guys swept us. That's the 2 games right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
let's
Paul.
be real. Buffalo is our key to the season.
The first 5 games is the key. It's our playoffs, in my opinion. And I've said that all off season since the minute it came out. These first 5 games is our playoffs.
And
We win these 5 games.
I'll pile on the last positive for us, Miss Fins. If we all agree, Buffalo fans included, that come around our parts, if we all agree that Mike McDaniel is as intelligent as he seems to be, then I'm pretty sure we had the game plan wrapped and sealed in the book a month ago.
Hmm.
Y'all
Honestly,
are going to lose. It just is the way it is. It's
it's
not that big
easy.
a deal. It's okay. You'll still be 7-2 against us.
Uh, Question. Thoughts on Jerome Baker? He seems very average for us. You think so, Duke? You really think he looks very average to us? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's our leading tackler. Still this week. So
Hey,
I mean,
Mark's
this
got
season,
another question. Mark's like,
Mark.
help it.
Hey,
Bless
I love
Mark's
it. Look,
heart.
Mark understands
I
the
will
assignment.
say this:
He's
he is
asking
putting
questions.
y'all to
So I
shame with
appreciate it.
asking the questions.
Thank you. Mark actually gets it. Like this segment is for questions. Ask the questions and we're answering them. So thank you, Mark. We love you, Mark. You are definitely. We know you're a Dolphin fan, man. So we love it. I appreciate you asking the question. He gets paid way too much. You think Jerome gets paid way too much? It's way if it's it is too far away to think Miami and Buffalo in a playoff game in Miami. That is way early, Jeremiah, but it's a possibility. Will it happen? We have to wait and see. But Jerome, right now, I mean, I'm not. See, I'm of the mindset that I don't have to always hear your name. for me to see that you're impactful. And not every statistic is going to show up. You know what I mean? And it's going to be the full impactfulness of a player doesn't necessarily show up in statistics. I think he's Jerome Baker. Like, to be honest with you, he got 7 total tackles, 4 of them solo. He assisted in 3. So out of 2 games, I'm not too bad. I expect that production to go up. But I will say this. He has some horrific, like, where I was screaming at my TV, like, what kind of tackle is this? So that I give you. Some of his tackle, he got to tighten up. But I still expect him to, I mean, he's projected to get 60 plus tackles, 34 plus of them being solo. So I'm not writing too much, but he need to tighten up with those tackling because come on, man. What are you doing? What are we talking about here? Awful. Absolutely awful. Sending love and appreciation back at you. Of course, Mark, you know we love you. Mark will win both games in Cali and lose in Buffalo. That's your prediction, Sandy? I get it. I get it. Jerome Baker's making a 5-yard tackle down the field and can't play pass defense. It's okay. Are we going to the game? Well, I know for sure Culler's going to the game. I'm still working on getting a ticket. So we'll see. But my intentions are to go to that game because it's too much. Bills are on a short week. This game will be close. It can be. John on, welcome back. We need to relax, enjoy this weekend, and see how big our measuring stick is. The next meetup in Buffalo, it's gonna be the real test. I think both of them are real tests. Are you freaking out or stoked for the game on Sunday? Super freaking out, and I'm stoked. So like, that's it, in my opinion. Both of them for me. Do you seriously think you're going to win after road games in San Francisco, then at Chargers, and coming back cross country to play in Buffalo on a short rest as games will be flexed to Saturday? Any given Sunday or any given Saturday, man, it happens. It happens. You never know. I don't ever want to take that away. But the obvious answer is that that's going to be a real tall order for the team. So I'm not saying that it will happen. Could it happen? Absolutely. And I think we got the right team for us to do it as well. So with that being said, I'm so stoked. I took a vacation. Then my team will win. Let's go, Sandy. Oh my God. It's Rosh Hashanah for me, so I'm off. Ooh, I'm already off. Please, Lord. Please, Lord. Oh, God. We got this win. I got 2 extra days off to enjoy, man. Oh, please, Daddy, please. Not that he ever is in these games, you know what I mean? But I want him to be awesome. Oh, man, that would be so sick. I'm just saying. Man, that'd be crazy. You think that Landon Roberts and Baker are flat out horrible, Mark? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so either. Just saying. But let's get to our next segment, guys. As you guys know, we talk about our prediction for week 3, guys. So we're in our next segment, which is week 3 predictions in the NFL. Culler, you ready, buddy? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready for this? Sir, you got to meet me halfway. Like I got to see you.
I am ready.
Where you at? If you're ready.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot I still had it clipped off for a second. Sorry about that.
I was like, what's happening? Oh, you're probably dinner.
I was ghosting you.
Oh my God. You're canceled. No, just kidding. Okay, so we got week 3, guys. It's going to be so much fun. So work with us, guys. We're going to be talking about and discussing our week 3 predictions as you see it down below. But in the meantime, before we get to that, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and follow Culler in his own channel. We got to get him up to 1,000. You know, you're going to find your girl. We're already more than halfway to our goal to 1,000. And y'all already know. Oh, I threw it over there. We got the 500 subscriber giveaway, guys. So show up on Friday when we do our deep dive for this game. Friday, I will be giving away that awesome 500 subscriber giveaway, guys. You have to be there live, okay? So you got to be there live because I'm going to tell you exactly what I need y'all to do so that you guys can go ahead and win this. And then I go ahead and ship it to you guys. It's pretty dope, pretty awesome. So go ahead and do so, guys. I want to be able to go ahead and have this for you guys and send it over. So, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe. Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, Gesicki, the rest of the Miami Dolphins are saying we got this on Sunday. Let's go, Dolphins! Yes, Jeremiah. Absolutely. So let's get into this, guys. Thursday night, so tomorrow night, we will have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cleveland at 8:15 over there in Prime Video.
Did
So
you say
talk to me,
Pittsburgh
Culler.
and Cleveland?
Yep, Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Cleveland. Who you got?
I look for Pittsburgh to get back on track
Thank you. Me too.
and their defense to possibly hold Chubb a little bit, at least hold him at bay. Maybe not, obviously Chubb's Chubb, but I don't think Jacoby Brissett has anything for the Pittsburgh defense, to be honest with you.
I'm 17-13 in that game, Pittsburgh. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go 20-10 Pittsburgh.
Really? Okay. Got it. Well, that's I think that they're gonna bounce back. I think that they realize they shouldn't have lost that game to the Patriots. A real blow because the Patriots are absolute not that good of a team in my opinion this year. So I think they realize they messed up. 24-1 Pittsburgh. Sandy, really? That's hilarious. 10, not 1. Oh, how about to say? I'm like, okay, 24-10 makes more sense. I'm like, how can you score 1 point in the NFL? The minimum is 2, so if you get a safety. So 20 seems like a lot right now for Steelers. Yeah, but I did 17. So that's why I said, oh, he went 20. I get it. Okay. Then we got Houston at Chicago, 1 o'clock CBS. Who do you got, sir?
Houston and Chicago, huh?
This was tricky for me because I feel like they're both interesting teams. Okay. You went first last time, so let me go first.
At Houston, you said?
At Chicago.
Oh, okay. I'll go Chicago 17-13.
Okay. Bears. I was trying to go first, but it's okay. No worries. I'll go first next time. You're Gucci. I actually am going Bears too. I think they're gonna bounce back. I think they're right in the cusp. You know what I mean? Young QB. Duke, you say Chicago too? Sandy, you say the Bears. Oh, that is Chicago. Okay, yeah, okay. I love that little teddy bear. Love it. Okay, cool. Let's see who we got here. You okay, Culler?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sure?
I was just doing some adjusting.
You're good. Let me put y'all over here so I can have you guys a little better. Okay. Now we got for the rest one, we got Vegas at Tennessee. Who do you got? This is also interesting.
You have to say the first team again.
Okay, Las Vegas at Tennessee.
Las Vegas. Okay,
but I'm going first, so let me go first. Liz, what's up? Hi, Miss Phins. Let's go Dolphins. Fins up. Bills, yes. Bills versus the Dolphins versus Bill 30-17. I'll take that game every day. So David Paniagua, welcome to Miss Fins. Is this the first time you've been to Miss Fins, David? Because I don't recall you being here, sir. Is this your first time? If it is, say yes, it's my first time. That way I know and I can shout you out, buddy. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go Raiders with this one. I don't know what's happening with Tennessee. I don't trust them. I think they're a little bit dysfunctional right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a game for the Raiders to prove who they are.
Exactly. So I'm going Raiders in this one. As far as you're going Raiders too?
Yeah, and I think they put Tennessee out of their misery.
Okay. Did I put a score prediction for for Bears? No, I didn't. So Bears versus Houston. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a score. So I'm actually going 13-10.
All right.
Bears, yeah. And then for Raiders, though, I actually think this is going to be a little bit closer, but I think that the Raiders can put up a little more points. So I'm going to go 2017.
20-17?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to probably do something like 26-13 Raiders.
Okay. Got it. Got it. What do y'all think? Let's see. John On says Raiders must win. Sandy says Raiders. Okay. Let's see here. No, I've been here before. Oh, okay, David. Awesome. I hope you subscribed. You even said my last name correctly. Oh, I work really hard on getting people's names right. So appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know. Sandy says 24-13 Raiders. Okay. John On says 2024 Raiders. I mean 24-20 Raiders. Okay. uh a color Liz Myers, one of my biggest, like, she's always commenting on the comment section, which I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Liz. Which, because of her and her husband, tomorrow's segment is happening where
Oh, cool.
we're doing throwback Thursdays, and that's so Dolphins. We're comparing the offense and defense of 1972 and 73 to the offense and defense, at least, week 1 and week 2 of them. So I can give you the whole,
Awesome.
so we're gonna compare those 2 weeks between then and now. And that shout out to her husband who asked me to do that. So, and because she commented, guys. So if you ever want to give a comment and a suggestion, go ahead and let me know in the comment section after the videos. That way I can do that for you guys. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we got right now. What do we got? Nope, that's the wrong one. There you go. Danny Hill back to his old days. They slow down Henry. Yeah, it could happen. Okay, let's see here. Color, say hi to Liz. I didn't hear you say hi.
I did. Hi, Liz. How you doing?
Oh, there you go.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, my bad. We are
Oh, I should
excited.
have
Oh,
verbalized it in case she was only listening. I'm sorry about that.
yeah, yeah, because we don't know if they're listening or not, or maybe they're. I
Yep.
think they are listening. They might not be able to actually see if they're just listening. So yes, Malik Willis is better. We'll see, David. We'll see. Okay. I guess they're both excited for tomorrow. I'm excited too. Let's see here. So we got, okay, we both took Raiders. Now we got Kansas City at Indianapolis Colts. I feel like this is a little bit of a trap game in my opinion. Because I want to say that the Colts will bounce back, but I don't even know if they know what's wrong with them. You know what I mean? So I can't go against the grain in this one, and I'm gonna pick Kansas City because
I as well.
I don't.
Kansas City takes care of business easy. 35
Yeah,
24.
I don't even 35-24. You said I actually
Yeah,
don't
and the
even give them that
24 is
much.
junk time.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Duke says Kansas City. Michelle says Kansas City. David says the Chiefs are gonna destroy them. Alaman says Colts. Oh, Colts are toast. Yeah, I think so too. I actually
You know what?
Kansas City picks up.
I think I'm going to reverse that. I think the 24 comes early, and it looks like it's a trap game at early on, 24 to whatever, and then Patrick Mahomes just proves he
The
was
second half.
throttling
Yeah.
them, and yeah, and puts down 35 real quick. You know what I mean?
You know what John says? KC smashes a trap 38-7. I really want to hit the 30s. I actually think it's gonna be more like 31-13. One of them weird scoring games,
Yep.
But I don't see what the Colts have happened. And I love Matt Ryan, and they got an amazing run game. So I'm not sure what's happening with them. They need to figure it out and figure it out fast because they're one of the slotted, like pretty much everybody had them slotted to making the playoffs this year.
Right.
So if they don't want to miss that, they definitely got to do it. I'm gonna skip the next game because we kind of talked about that already, and it's gonna. I always leave it for last. I'm sure you know which game. I really like Jonathan Taylor though. I do too, and I have him in my fantasy, and he killed me. Thank you, Jonathan. I lost mostly because of you. Appreciate it. We got Detroit at Minnesota. I'm taking Detroit. I'm gonna ride that lion, baby. I'm riding that lion. I already said it.
I think big too, 35 to 10.
Man, what the? Like, really? You got lions too? We both did it. 35-10. Honestly, they're possessed, and I love it. I love it. I love the Lions. I said it last year. Everybody's sleeping on the Lions. I'm like, watch. And plus, I love Dan Campbell. He's awesome. Roar, Lions, roar, roar. 35-17 says Sandy for the Lions. Let's see here. Who else? What scores y'all
I
got?
think. Hold on,
Detroit
real
might get
quick.
this one.
I think the only other team that has lost 4 Super Bowls is just as fake as the only other team that has also lost 4 Super Bowls. And the Lions are just as good as the Dolphins are. How's that?
I think the Lions. I'm telling you, the Lions are a nice team. David, you said Detroit might get this one. Okay, so Detroit 24-17. Got it. Okay, so I know it. Look at what they did last week though. Look at what they did last week. I
I
was
have
like,
every bit of confidence in Detroit.
I'm loving Detroit. I'm absolutely loving Detroit, and I hope that they continue to do this because man, oh man, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but last year they could have easily, especially in the NFC, they could have easily been in the playoffs, in my opinion.
Hmm.
And they already put up 36 points this last game versus Wentz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their year of being the tough out was last year.
hmm
So they're
I think
actually
they
a
close to
real
that.
team right now, and I think that the NFC, their division should take notice.
I think so too. So I'm actually gonna go 35 because it is. I still don't want to put out Kirk Cousins because I love Kirk Cousins. I think he might actually this game he might actually do a little something. So I'm gonna take 35-17.
All
But I'm
right, so
still taking the
you
Lions.
give them one more
Yeah.
touchdown than I do, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
All
Pretty
right.
much. Okay, who do we got next? We got Baltimore at New England. I don't even need to say it, but you go next. This is your turn. You go.
Yeah, I think Baltimore bounces back. Probably not huge. Uh, I think their defense continues to give up some points. New England can only score so many. So I'm thinking I got the Ravens 35-27.
Okay. Because they are going to give up points. That secondary is decimated. And after what we did to them, they're still going to be, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
injured. So I don't see that much. I don't see that they're going to need that much to put up, if I'm going to be honest with you. But I do feel like he is going to have to come out here. So I'm going to go a little less. I'm actually going to go 32-17. 32-17 in my opinion. That I have the Ravens going. I think that they'll tighten up in my opinion. But definitely I got the Ravens because I don't foresee them beating. Let's see here. Sandy says Ravens 24-7. Funny. John On said 28-17 for the Lions. So that's a good one. Liz, what you put? You just took it out. What did you have? Why did you not? What did you have? Are you changing your mind, Liz? I might still be able to see it. Oh, you put Ravens 20-0. Yeah, 20-0. I'll take it any day. But go ahead and put that back there, Liz. I want to be able to see what you got. But yes, let me know what y'all think. Michelle says Ravens 42-10. Oof, man. Okay. Liz also says Ravens 30 to 30 and Pats 10. Okay, she
Mm-hmm.
picked the Pats. No. She picked the Ravens initially. Alaman. Well, what's your record prediction, Alaman? I changed my mind. Oh wait, did she really pick the Pats initially? Or no, she picked the Ravens. Yeah, 25-0. But I think she's giving them a little extra. So okay. No worries, no worries. Okay, cool. So we got what else we got here? Okay, now we got the Bengals at Jets. Man, I don't know. The Jets are feeling themselves. The Jets are putting up points. Jets are putting up points, and Sauce is looking a little saucy
Where's it at?
in New Jersey. And I don't know what's happening with
Wow, I
Cincinnati.
really want to take
I
the
want to take
Jets
the
trap pick,
me too, but I feel like the
but I
Bengals
think the
have
Bengals get
to come
things
back.
right and put them to shame. To be honest with you,
Yeah, Allen Man
I think
Ravens.
didn't the Jets beat the Bengals last year though?
I think they did, which is
It's
actually very
possible. I can't remember, but I don't know. I just think uh, if the Bengals are going to show that their last 2 weeks are not them and that they just needed to get things on track, that's going to happen this week if it's going to happen at all. Otherwise, they're trash and
Oh, he's
whatever.
getting
So
fired. Their head coach is getting fired
right.
for
So I
sure.
would go. I would probably go with the Bengals just getting things right, and
Okay. What's your score?
I'll go 24-7 Bengals.
Oof, that's rough. Okay. I want to take the Jets. I really want to take the Jets, but I have to.
Look at Michelle's statement real quick.
Hold on, let me highlight it real quick. Let me highlight Michelle's statement real quick because it must have been good if you're asking me to take a look at it. 24-17, 60. Cincy, I can't respect a team that doesn't know what state they play in. Michelle for the win. I love it. I love it. Jets are a surprising team, but Bengals will win by 17. I get it. Oh man, that's hilarious. Correct some wrongs. John on, I think you're right. Bengals correct some wrongs. 21-20 Bengals. It's gonna be a tough one. I think it's gonna be real close too. Oh, I almost don't even want to because it's AFC East and I don't give a crap about the AFC East. But I have to go back to my initial prediction. And I actually have the Jets losing, so I'm gonna have to stick to my original prediction, and I have them losing. But it's gonna be a close game, so I'm taking Bengals. I'll be okay if we're wrong and they ended up beating them. But I actually think this game is gonna be surprisingly interesting. So, I'm gonna go 32-27. Is that even possible points wise? I don't know. Maybe the points the way they work. Yeah, I think. Okay. No, I'm giving Bengals a little too much. I think it's gonna be less than that. I'm gonna retract that statement. I'm gonna go 24-21, but I'm
All
gonna go
right.
Bengals.
So you give them
24-21
you give the
Bengals.
Jets a few more touchdowns. All right.
Yeah, I think that I think Joe Flacco's gonna. I mean, you can't Super Bowl winner. You still gotta give it up. He did make 4 TDs. I think that it's not all gonna be TDs on him. I think one might be like a run TD, and he might put the other two up. But I do think that yeah, it's gonna be them. Let's see here. Okay, so what game we got next? So we got Philly at Washington. What do you think?
That ought to be a good game
I'm taking
at
Philly.
Washington.
At Washington,
Um,
I don't care. I'm taking Philly
it's a
all the
divisional
way.
game. Yeah, I'll go Philly. I think Jalen Hurts continues to play his game, and
I agree.
we'll go 24-21.
Okay, I hope that tastes delicious. And Rich
Let's
says
face it, they
twenty-four
still got
seventeen.
Carson Wentz. Um, they got McLaren.
True. Let's see here. David said Eagles got this. Michelle says Eagles 31-27. Sandy says Eagles 24-14. Duke says Philadelphia. Okay, yeah. To be honest with you, John On even says Eagles gonna fly 28-13. Eagles are just hitting on the cylinders, and I think this season is Jalen Hurts coming out party in my opinion. So yeah, and I'm actually gonna go, even though it is Carson Wentz. I want to go a little conservative here. I'm gonna go 27-21
All right.
Eagles. Oh, what did I do? There you go. Perfect. And let's see here. Now we got Saints at Carolina. What do we got? My
Ooh,
pick
fun one.
Liz. Oh, Liz picks 30-10 Eagles. That's a good one. That's an easy pick. The former Redskins are horrible. Yeah.
You said
Rest-
Saints and Panthers.
David says Saints. What do you got?
Let me see
This
real
is
quick.
weird. I actually think California is gonna pull this one. Carolina is gonna pull this one. Um, I think Baker's gonna come back. I think
I'm
that
gonna
was a
go
tough one.
Saints.
You're going Saints?
Yep, I think they keep the ball on the ground. Uh, it's kind of slow, boring game, but I think the Saints win 28-17.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna eat these words, but I'm taking Panthers. 24
The Saints,
21.
the Saints have four good solid drives, and they all score on them with a lot of rushing. That's 28, and I don't think the Panthers just have the acumen to keep up with anybody like that.
Wait, David said Winston has back fractures right now. Ugh.
Oh,
Where are
really?
they playing? They're playing in Carolina, Alamin. So Panthers need to fire Matt Rule. They probably
He
will
is
fire
coaching
Matt
for his
Rule.
job, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah. So he's got a lot. John On says Carolina 16-14. Michelle says 17-10. Baker is gonna get cooked. So I'm assuming you're picking New Orleans. Liz, you said Rich pick Panthers. Oh, I think that's your husband. Panthers 24, Saints 20. Okay. I get it. I mean, I think 24-21. I see the Panthers pulling it off last minute kick and taking it, in my opinion. You're taking Panthers then? Okay. Because they're playing at home. Okay. Alamin, what is their the score prediction? Your score prediction. Put it in there. Let me see it. And who do we got here? Okay, well, that's going on. Now we got. Why is this not? Did I miss some teams? What is this? Is this nine? We've done more than just nine predictions. Two, three, four, five. Oh, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh, I guess we really have done nine. Okay, cool. Now we got Jacksonville at Los Angeles Chargers. Guys, I'm gonna have to stick
Isn't
with the.
that one interesting?
I'm gonna have to stick with the kitties because Herbert looks like he was dying, and I said it. I'm like, first of all, their head coach, absolute F for allowing him to come back to the game. That you lost the second that Kansas City kicked that field goal. It was over. You needed to go ahead and rest and put in your backup. So absolute fail for me, in my opinion. I'm taking the kitties. Because honestly, I don't even know if Justin Herbert is going to be playing. And at this point, I mean, I'd be surprised. What is
You stole my thunder.
uh, yeah, I
I'm
mean, I'm
actually
just
going Jacksonville as well.
yeah.
A team
Second
that has proven they can hold Buffalo Bills to 6 points. Uh, and given that, I think that the Chargers still have a lot to prove
hmm
this season so far.
He's limited. He was limited today and yesterday. So,
So,
um,
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville, and I
yeah.
think that it's gonna be like one of those mid-level shootouts, and I'll pick
20s.
Jacksonville 31-28.
Well, you think it's gonna be a shootout? I don't even know if this man is gonna play. This is my thing. Look, he literally fractured. He played through a fractured uh rib cartilage. What does that even mean? So it wasn't a bone. It was the softer part
I
outside the rib. That's
I
a
think I
fracture.
think Trevor Lawrence also might want to start to prove that he belongs with that class. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And honestly, I don't even know if Herbert is gonna play. He's gonna want to play. If I'm his coach, I'm sitting him down because that's my future. And I'm not gonna gamble on this. What's up, EM Dolphin fan? How you doing, buddy? Hey, we got EM in the building. What's up, EM? I didn't even see you there,
I
man.
can tell you this: just unless they do something for the pain, he will not be throwing anything at his full capability. You know that we've
Nope,
seen in the past.
absolutely not. Brandon Stanley is is saying that Chase McDaniel will be pretty much getting ready for this game, and it looks like they might have to.
Yeah,
They might
Jacksonville
have
has
to
this
go.
easy.
They might have to go with Chase Daniel. That's their backup. I don't even know who that is. If I'm gonna be honest with you, Sandy, you say 34-14 Jacksonville. Okay, their doctor is getting sued by Tyrod Taylor. Yo, let's stop, cause I'm telling you, that's how Tyrod Taylor lost that job. Misfits, I agree that coach should have taken him out. Exactly, man. David, the Dolphins worked out four tight ends today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or
I mean,
maybe like
our
half
four tight
yesterday.
ends, or
Four new ones.
why would they do that?
I'm not sure. John On has Jacksonville 13-10. Alaman has Jags by 7. Lace has the Jags winning 25-17. John On agrees with me 100% with Phins about putting Herbert back in. Yeah, he should have never done that. You're risking your future for what? A game you already lost. You were not gonna score 2 touchdowns in that time frame. So stop.
And this is precisely the game that if Trevor Lawrence can't win, I mean, I'm off of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A question, guys. Can you hear me clearly, or am I coming? Am I still low? Am I echoing?
You
Color,
got
can you
me
check?
good. I mean, I got you good
Can you
on the
check and see?
StreamYard
Because I
end.
think you might be double doing it for me. Yeah, because I still hear me. Yeah, you good? David says. I want to hear somebody else making sure I'm good. Hey, what's up, Mountie Fans? How you doing? Hey, you guys need to find out what room Jordan Phillips and order a large pizza with everything on it. You will fake an injury not to play. You're hilarious. Okay, perfect. Alaman says I'm good. Michelle says I'm good. Bounty says I'm good. Great, great, great. Perfect. I just want to double check for you guys. You guys got some good ones. So okay, so we both got the Jacks, but we haven't given our score. I think they want to put. I think Trevor Lawrence wants to show out. I think he wants to pull it up here and let everybody know that he is for real. I'm going 35 Jacksonville and honestly 35-17. I give them 17 at most, and I'm trying to be nice to the Chargers out of respect to their defense. And even then, I don't even think their defense is going to be doing as much. I like their defense more than I do their regular their
And you
than
got mine at 31-28, right?
nope, but I got it now. 31-28. You think it's going to be that close?
Yep.
Nah. 35-17 in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be that close. No, I don't think so. But definitely Bills can lose to our Dolphins. Fins up. Don K. Welcome, Don K. Is this your first time over here, Women's Fins? Thank you, John. I appreciate you. Jeremiah, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys for letting me know. If this is your first time, let me know. If it's not your first time, welcome back, buddy. Appreciate you. I think it's close, but low scoring. You so John on guys, give me wait. I think you gave me your prediction, John, already. You said 13-10. Yeah. Okay, I get it. So who do we got here right now? We got Los Angeles Rams versus the Cardinals. Oof, this is
The
man. We
Cardinals, you said?
yeah at the Cardinals. So Rams at the Cardinals. This is gonna be interesting. This is some good matchups this week. They knew what they were doing. Mm,
And the Cardinals just beat who?
mm.
The Raiders, right?
Yeah, it's by last minute kick.
Yeah. And so I think the Los Angeles Rams remind everybody how bad the Cardinals really are.
Yeah, it was actually it was overtime. They scored a touchdown in overtime.
I
29
got
23.
I got the Rams 28-10.
Oh god, I'm so sorry, guys. So you got them what? You got the Rams?
Yep, 28-10.
Rams 28-10. Okay. And then oof, this is gonna be rough, but I actually think the Rams are gonna bounce back too. I think they need to because after they got that whooping from the Bills, you know what I mean? That was nasty. I know that they beat the Falcons, but that's not really much. They need to go ahead and play against another good team. So to me, that's gonna be good. He was a welder. Michelle, you say, "Oh, I'm seeing your little emoji, Ram." Anything little is adorable. 35-17 Rams. Okay. Sandy says Cardinals 24-10. Duke says Rams. David says Rams. Let's see here. Liz, Rich says Rams 27-16. Okay. John On says Rams 20-10. Okay, so only one person taking Cardinals. Sandy, you are the lone woman because I'm taking Rams too, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna be by that much though. That's the thing. So I'm taking Rams, but I think it's really gonna be more like this might be a surprisingly low scoring game. I'm talking like even though you would think with
Lots
uh
of fireworks, but low scoring.
exactly, you would think so, but I still think it's gonna be low scoring. So I'm actually
Hmm.
gonna go 17-13 in this game. I really do think it's gonna be, which I mean I guess that is low scoring based on the 30s and 20s somethings that we're
And based
talking
on
about.
what the Rams are capable of and the Cardinals are capable of.
Their bowls can go 35 something, 35 plus if they want
Yep.
to, but the issue is they haven't. You know what I mean? And they have, but not in a good way, is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Don K, you say 24-17. Okay. Uh, Josh Allen is the next Elway. What's up? Color, are you going to make any more embarrassing predictions? Oh, I think I'm the one making embarrassing predictions, Josh Allen. Um, Definitely for sure. So, I mean, right now, let me tell you something. I think, uh, well, listen, no bashing, okay? I got you here. You're okay with being here. You can have if you don't like his stick, I get it. But remember, guys, we keep it PG. Kids
Yeah,
do watch.
I'm not just not going to address spam. You know.
All right, no worries, no worries. I stand alone. I'm good with it. Okay, Sandy, I see you, girl. I see you. Okay, let's see, because we got our next game. Oops, I totally lost this. Can we get predictions on how many times Allen gets sacked on Sunday? Ooh, that's fun. We'll talk about that in a second here. We got Atlanta at Seattle. What do you got, Color?
I got a really boring game.
Really? He's
Nah,
trying.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Geno
know.
Smith actually leads a couple of the categories in the league, statistically, believe it or not. He's still doing his thing. I mean, I don't know. I no, the Seahawks should win this one.
I agree.
I have no
I,
faith in Atlanta.
unfortunately, Kyle Pitts, I'm sure he would have wished he was taken by us and not by Atlanta. Because unfortunately, he's literally the only thing they have. So me personally, I can't take Atlanta. I mean, and Seattle, Geno Smith, he's doing a little something over there. So I got Seattle winning. I'm going I'm going 21-13. Actually,
I'm gonna go 22-10.
what a weird 22-10. Weird scoring. How do you even get to that score? Literally, how do you get to that score? What is it?
What,
You got two
22?
touchdowns. That's 14. And then if you get three kicks, maybe. Nah. How do you get to that score? You gotta have a safety in there. Let's see here. Okay, so John On says it's gonna be a tie. Yo, that would be hilarious. If they tie, that would be hilarious, in my opinion. So you got Seattle. Let me make. Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, I couldn't spell Seattle for a minute there. Oh, I
Five
really
field goals
couldn't.
and a touchdown.
5 field goals and a touchdown,
Yep, that's how you
or
get to 22.
or that's how you spell Seattle. Oh, it's ugly as fudge. Um, 5 field goals and a touchdown. Okay, I guess. 5 field goals and a touchdown will be 22. Michelle, yeah, Michelle got it too. Michelle's on it. I see you. Okay, so Michelle picks Seattle. Josh Allen picks Seattle 23, Atlanta 17. Liz, I don't know about that one. Not really a Seahawks fan. It's gonna be real. That is really boring. I know it is gonna be a weird game in my opinion. Real weird game. Okay. Let's see here. Sandy says 14-14 tie. I don't want to pick. Okay, fine. Pete Carroll going back to a defensive identity. Okay, Josh, I see you. Probably. Broncos beat themselves. Not sold on either team. John, I get it. That's probably why you're saying that half and half. Michelle says, I'm going to say 12-9, all field goals. What does that say about the QBs? I mean, oh my gosh. Anywho, okay, we got Green Bay at Tampa Bay. That's insane. Battle of the Bays, you know what I mean? I get it.
Yep.
So Battle of the Bays, who you got?
Ooh.
I know
That's
who I got.
Rodgers. That's Rodgers versus Brady too.
Yep, Rodgers versus Brady, part 18 or
Where's
whatever.
the game
At Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay, in my opinion.
Oh man,
I'm
man,
taking
oh man, oh
Bucks. I
man.
can't go against.
No Mike Evans.
I can't stand. Yeah, no Mike Evans. I think he's out. He's gonna be challenged with no weapons, but I still say that he's gonna end up winning.
I got Green Bay.
Okay. How
and
much?
I'm gonna go 38 to 35.
A shootout like that? Well, it makes sense. Why you would say that. Okay, so let's see here. Sandy says Packers 35-17. Duke, he's questioning it like I am too, because it's kind of tough. Bucks have a ton of injuries. That is true. Whole offense is hurt. That is true, Josh Allen. John On says Green Bay 27-23. Cool, Jesus. Sandy says suspended. Yeah, he is suspended. They affirmed and upheld the suspension, so he is out for this week, which is that's blows, because that's if they lose, that's gonna be a major reason why. You know what I mean, David? I got Tampa as long as Brady doesn't throw his tablet again. That's hilarious. Okay, Josh Allen says Packers 27, Bucks 13. Okay. Liz says Packers win 37-0. Stop it, Liz. You and your husband. Nah. Are you kidding me? No way Bucks do not score. It's Tom Brady. Absolutely not. I'm not taking no donut. Alaman said, hey, y'all are awesome. Love you guys. But no, I don't see no donuts in that future for sure. Alaman says Tampa Bay 31-20. Okay. Michelle actually puts a literal cheese in a head. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, but Michelle, you didn't even give me a prediction. So give me a prediction in scoring. Sandy says 35-17, and the Bucks lose 2 tablets. So I'm assuming Packers is what you're saying, Sandy. That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, well, for me, I'm taking Bucks. I don't think it's going to be that high of a scoring game. I'm going to go 21-17 Bucks.
All right.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be one of those. They're going to want to run it, They're going to focus on that. So I don't think it's going to be as much. 24-13, Michelle says. Okay. 2 tablets. It's hilarious. Okay, then we got San Fran for the Monday Night Football game at Denver.
Ooh,
Jimmy Garoppolo versus Danger Russ. Who you got, Culler? Sorry, not sorry.
I'm gonna make this my crazy wild prediction game of the week.
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
Just to be fun with it. I think Jimmy Garoppolo wants to prove a lot to everybody in the league. Where you said it's in Denver? The air is thin. I think San Francisco beats Denver 55-10.
Whoa, that is
in honor of the last time they won the Super Bowl against Denver. I don't know if it was the last time, but their previous Super Bowl win against Denver by the same score.
Wow, 55-10. You had them at the highest scoring team this week?
I think if it comes down to it, Shanahan runs a 2-point conversion to make sure it's 55.
I think he would, just because.
He knows their history.
Oh, snap. That's crazy. Nah, I'm taking Denver in this one. I think Russ is gonna bounce back, honestly. From that horrific Geno Smith. Even though I think they won, if I'm not mistaken, this past week. Didn't they win this past week? I think, yeah, I think they did win. Let me just double
No,
check.
Denver lost.
Denver lost.
Yeah,
Yeah. How am I
late
not?
and late.
Where is
Like
that
they,
horsey?
I think they lost by one. I want to say.
Where is the horsey? Oh, there it is. So tiny. No, they won 16-9 versus the
Oh,
Texans.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they won.
I'm
I think
behind.
I think he wants to. I think he wants to keep that going
Right.
and prove that it's that he can do it.
16
So
whole points against the Texans, huh?
that's rough. Jared Judy, I don't know what's up with this man. I heard he got injured. That's probably why he didn't score nothing for me. But they need to. I know they got Sutton, but they need to hurry up and implement Jared Judy in there. Like, what's going on? This man is huge for them, and I'm just not understanding why they're not even like using him. Honestly, got no faith in Denver head coach. Yeah, he's got no faith in himself. If we're being honest, Alaman says Denver 23-17. It's Debo though. Oh, that is true. Oof. Michelle says San Fran. San Francisco Bridge. I get it. 28-14. Okay. Liz says Denver wins 30-10. Okay. Um, Sandy says 49ers 38-14. That's rough. Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson connection is not looking good. No, it's not. He looks like he might be a 1-year head coach if he keeps this up. So, yeah, that would be good if we score 55 on both teams that have good defenses and see the 49ers being better in the trenches and pulling this one out 21-13. Bruh. Whoa, are you a 49ers fan? Oh, snap. Megatron 49er 100. Welcome to Miss Phins. I think this is the first time I've seen you. I couldn't really read because of the font in your name, but I saw you a little earlier today. Welcome to Miss Phins. Ah, that's so cool. Awesome. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. What's up, Marinos Go? Paul Glover says he's got 49ers with Garoppolo is legit playoff contender 28-17. And I think I do agree though. Garoppolo's gonna want to show out. He's gonna want to be like, yeah, you should have never benched me or not paid me my $35 million. You know what I mean? So that's super cool. Hey, listen, we always talk every single Wednesday night. As you can see, it's color commentary, myself, we're here, and we discuss. It's our League Wide Wednesday Let's Talk Football show. So every Wednesday night, 8 p.m., you can come here. We talk every team as you have. So definitely subscribe, man. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. And let me know once you do. Um,
So we got 5 whole chunky minutes to go at the Dolphins and Bills game, huh?
I know that's why I left them for last. That's why I left them for last. But hold up, before you do, let me give you the. Oh, we got real quick. We're gonna do rapid because Jarvis, what's up? Fins up, Miss Fins, big up, Miss Fins and Color. Color. Yep. Oh, I've been subscribed to you for a little while now. Ah, yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna go Denver. I don't think it's gonna be that high of a scoring game, but I'm still gonna feel like Denver's gonna pull it out. 27, 27-24. Denver, in my opinion.
I
But we
could see
still got
something like that.
Monday Night Football, Dallas at New York Giants. I'm going with New
Oh,
York
that was the
Giants.
Sunday night game. Okay, I
No,
thought that
yeah,
was
that was
Monday
Sunday
night.
night. No, that's Sunday night. I got
Gotcha,
Giants.
gotcha.
I'm going Giants. Give me 24 and 17. Ooh, I put 34. Oops. I'm
I think the
speeding things.
Cowboys continue to support their QB too, Cooper Rush, and I think Dallas pulls it out
Okay.
28-24.
Okay. I get it. I get it. Perfect. And then obviously we got the Dolphins at the Bills. We
No,
just
no,
need
no,
record
no. Other way
predictions.
around.
I mean, the Bills at the Dolphins. But before
I
we
mean,
go
if you
over
want
there,
to give the later the season prediction already, we can go that early. You know.
all right. No. Real quick, we gotta go impactful players, bro.
Oh,
So
that's
let's
right.
go impactful players
Impactful
real
players.
quick.
All right.
You want to talk Dolphins game first or impactful players? What are we doing? Come on, I'm gonna let you
Up to
have it.
you. You're the host.
I know, but you're my co. So go ahead. What
I'm
do you
ready
think?
for either.
Just pick one. Flip a
All
coin.
right, we'll go Dolphins. We'll finish that segment and then we'll do impactful
Perfect.
players.
Okay. So Dolphins, Bills record. What do we think is gonna happen? Or Bills at the Dolphins, guys. This is crazy. Ooh, this is for all the marbles. We got Sandy saying New Jersey Giants 24-20. Paul Glover saying 2017 Giants go 3-0. Let's go. Michelle 21-17 Cowboys. Ugh, nah. Let's see here. Okay, so Liz says her prediction 55-0. We're gonna crush the we're gonna crush them. That's crazy. Let's see. Sandy says 38-27 with 3 sacks. Dolphins. Okay. David says Dolphins 24-21. Don K says Allen finds X for 3 times and Holland for a pick six and 2 more picks. Y'all are on it today. Okay, score wise, because this is a big game. And we know now we can go toe to toe.
You're
38
gonna put your
35 Dolphins.
That's what you're going?
Oh gosh. Maybe I don't want to. Okay. I think we could score. No, I don't even think it's gonna be that high because of defense. I think, bro, you're pulling out a calculator. Color. You're pulling out a calculator.
Yep.
Oh no.
I
I
got
need.
this.
I need.
I got this. I will tell you
Uh.
exactly what the score is going to
You're
be.
pulling up a calculator, man. Okay. I'm thinking. Well, I'm going Dolphins. Period. Like that's a given. I'm assuming you're going Dolphins too, right? Because I don't know. I don't want to say,
Oh, give
but
me a second. It depends on what the calculator says.
okay. Let me take you off of
Hold
that
on,
real
let me
quick.
do this again. Okay, so we got
Okay.
42 plus 27.5
Carry the 3, divide by 7, and multiply by
divided by
18.
2 equals 34.75, rounded up to 35. Okay, I got the Dolphins 35. And I got the Bills. Let's see, 41 plus 27.4
It says
equals
Dolphins 46
that
41.
divided by
Okay.
2 equals
I think whoever scores 34 and a
34.2.
half plus. All right.
34.2 rounded down to 34. I've got the Dolphins beating the Bills 35 to 32 34. 35 to 34 according to this calculator right here.
35 to
Yep.
34. Whoa, by
Yep.
a
You see it says right
hairpin.
there. That's the Bills score. 34.2 rounded down to 34. And so we're going to
And
win
I
35
said
to
what?
34.
I said 38-35, right? Yeah, I
I
did.
think that's
30.
what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, 38-35. I wrote 25, so that's why I was like, wait, but I thought I
So
said
yeah,
35.
35 34
Okay, so I got
minus.
the Dolphins doing kicking an extra field goal, and you got them like neck to neck. This is gonna be a fun game. Watch it be like
Mhm.
17-13 Dolphins. I know, right? Alaman says 38-34 Dolphins. Donon says 37-27, but it's defense. I'm calling out number 15. He gets a sack and score. I'll take it all day, every day, baby. I will. Okay. That's
Mark
it.
just threw his hands up in the air. He's like, "Oh well, that's it. The calculator says it. We're done now."
Right? For real. Mark, you got to give me your score prediction, buddy, if you're still here. Of course, I want your
He
score
won't.
prediction.
He avoided it this morning.
Oh, that's
He'll
hilarious.
just dance around it.
I get it. Okay, most impactful players. Let's go. QB. Who do you think is going to be for their team, their most impactful player, and then which will be
I
for the
think
league?
for the same reason last week
Okay,
that
Tua Tagovailoa.
win or lose, it's going to be up to Tua. So win or lose, Tua will be the most impactful player on his team.
Okay, got it. As far as QBs for me, with these games, I mean, and what you need for them to have, oof, man, you know what? This is tough. I think I want to go. Honestly, this might be a little weird, but I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I was
Be-
thinking the runner up would be, or honorable mention would be Aaron Rodgers.
really? Why?
Because if they defeat the Bucks, it's going to he's because he had a better performance than Tom Brady,
Okay, I see.
and
I
not
think
many people
Trevor
can do
Lawrence
that.
because I think that they want to ride this wave that Jacksonville has, and I think it's going to be extremely important for him
I mean,
to
he's the
be on
type of
point.
quarterback that, yeah, sure, teams can beat Tom Brady, but he's the type of quarterback that if the Packers ever beat Tom Brady, it's because of Aaron Rodgers. So I would say
Yeah,
that, that's a pretty good candidate for most impactful.
yeah. I think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence in my opinion. I mean,
Like
I want to say two.
The
Two is
Packers
my
could,
backup.
like the Green Bay Packers could never construct a team to beat Tom Brady. It would
No,
have to be on Aaron Rodgers to do it. You know what I mean?
it'd have to be an absolute collapse for Tom Brady if we're
Right.
being honest. So, okay, running back. Who do you think is going to be the most impactful running back in this league for their team
To
overall?
help out your quarterback, Travis Etienne.
Okay, okay,
I don't know
okay,
why
okay.
I thought him. Just I'm waiting for him to have an impactful game, and I
Right?
think it's now's as good a time as any
Why not?
when you
I
got
think.
a depleted Chargers team without their quarterback. And
Yeah, I think. Already got my wide receiver, but I didn't want to forget it. For running back, for me, impactful running back. This might sound super cheesy, but I actually think it's gonna have to be Chase Edmonds, in my opinion. I think
not too
Chase,
cheesy. There's a good case to be made for him or Mostert.
yeah, or
I
most.
really
I mean,
look
it was a
for
coin flip between those
Well,
two.
that's one of the keys I look for in our game is to get that besides the one like something like what happened with Chase Edmonds last week, but I'm really waiting for that off tackle run to the house by Mostert. I just really think that's going to catch a team off guard at some point soon, you
And
know.
yeah, I think so. And I think the running game is gonna be a huge, huge thing of focus,
hmm
emphasis for the Dolphins. And
Yeah,
then
to the point where I actually think that if we come out to make a statement and let's say we do one of these crazy things like score on the first play or something,
hmm which
because like let's say we all would immediately assume something like what happened against Philadelphia in the preseason game, but I beg to differ. I think it's more likely to come off some kind of off tackle run like I'm talking about, because everybody's going to assume we're just going to go deep with Tyreek for something like that
yeah,
when when
exactly.
we c- it's just the same as when you had Emmett Smith back in the day, who would easily gash you for 8 yards on first down for the first play of the game. But a lot of times Dallas would come out and run a play action pass on first play of the game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Same reason in reverse. Everybody would expect if we're going to try to get a big play that it would have to be
that
Tyreek just
bomb.
owning the
Yep.
secondary. And I'd say, nah,
And I think
and
Chase
to
Edmonds.
me that big impact play like that, if it comes by the form of a running play, that usually actually hurts more. You know what I mean? I've noticed
Does.
over the years, that
It
kind of
does.
thing can really set a tone on a defense in the heat of Miami, that to
It
know
does.
that you
It
could
does.
do that at any time.
Yeah. And the reason why I say Edmonds, it's mostly because to me I still have him as RB1, even though technically in the last two games, Mostert has 16 attempts, Edmonds has 17. Mostert has 67 yards, Edmonds has 58. Mostert's average is 4.2, Edmonds has 3.4, but Edmonds' longest is 28 versus Mostert's, which is 11. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's
And
got
don't
one.
forget the impact that that 28-yard run had.
Exactly. It sets the tone, and I'm all about tone. You know what I mean? So to me, I think Chase Edmonds is gonna rip off a couple of those at least. That's really gonna matter in swinging this game towards the Dolphins. So to me, because of that, I would say for his team, Chase Edmonds is going to be the most impactful running back, which will overall be the number one for me. What
Right
about wide
on.
receiver for you? Because I have my wide receiver. It's going to be I'm on Ross St. Brown
All right.
on
All
here
right.
also.
Let me see here. I got to check one thing.
hmm I say St. Brown while you're checking that, and this is the reason why. Detroit. I definitely hear myself. I don't know if you got me somewhere else too. Um,
What's
but
that?
I can hear myself from you. Do you
I
have me
don't know
somewhere else?
why. I'm as low as I can be. I don't know why.
No, not you. Do you have me on somewhere else or like a
Not that
different
I know of.
on your phone or something?
Hold on. Not no. I mean, I have you muted on the other, but I'm closing that right now.
Okay, it might not be if it's muted. It should be fine.
Huh.
But don't close it out. Yeah, Sam Brown is balling for me. Well, yeah. The reason why I say as wide receiver being impactful, even though we could all agree that Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill was the most impactful after we looked at everything. Last week, I feel like this week, just for momentum purposes, I think Amon Ra is the exact player that Goff needs for him to be able to keep that consistency. So I think the team will go as far as Amon Ra will actually end up going. He could easily be. I mean, it's gonna be hard against Tyreek and against Waddle, but he could easily be, fighting for that number one spot as a wide receiver. So I think he'll be very impactful for his team, which will then open it up for their run. And you already know their defense is actually pretty decent. So I'm gonna
Right.
go on Ra. Who do you have?
Uh, Isaiah McKenzie from the Buffalo Bills.
Stop.
If the Buffalo Bills beat us and score a lot of points, it's because we can't cover that guy.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
And so you think overall, out of all wide receivers, he's gonna be the most impactful to this game, which would make him the most impactful overall in the league?
Yep.
Okay, I guess. But I
I mean,
see
he
what you
has the
mean with their
best
secondary.
opportunity to be, is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
you're right. I mean, you're not wrong. You're right. I see what you mean.
I
But
don't think he will, but I think he has the best opportunity
I
to
get it.
be.
What's up, Color? Welcome back. Jalen Phillips, alongside Josh Allen. That's my dream big play. Absolutely. Okay, I see y'all. I'm glad you guys got it. My QB. Okay, I love it. Definitely looks like you guys like this segment, so that's good. Very, very. We got a lot of action over here, man. Can I see you now? I think you might be cameras off, cam off.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. Hold on
no
a
worries,
second.
no worries.
I hit it on the wrong window. I got my other shit window open,
No worries at
and my
all.
control E went to that one instead of this one.
No worries. So we got you tight end. Okay. Who do you think is the most impactful tight end this week that's gonna be for their team?
Hmm. Hmm. Possibly could be Jasicki again.
Really? Okay. I mean,
I mean, the Bills are going to have. We may squeak by with a couple touchdowns or whatever from Waddle and Hill, but for the most part, I think they're
good
going
night,
to have a
Michelle.
solution for those two. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's going to leave it open for Jasicki again.
Gasicki time.
I'd like to see two touchdowns from Jasicki. We're getting two touchdowns from Jasicki. We got a really good shot of winning this game.
Gasicki all day. Actually, I don't even think you're wrong, man. And I think you saw how he high ponied. To me, he had the best catch TD this entire week. I haven't seen another TD catch that was as impressive and as like consequential as his because he was 1 inch away from being out of bounds.
Tell you
He
what, I'll make a
he
funny
was above
prediction.
the crossbar. Did you see that? He was above the crossbar. He was well over 10 feet where he had to catch that out. What time are you starting, Miss Phins? Tomorrow 8 a.m. guys. Tomorrow 8 a.m. We're doing our
It,
throwback Thursday Throwback Dolphins. That's all Dolphins, and we're comparing
Uh,
1972 to 70 to 2022.
I'm gonna make a funny prediction. I think Jaceki catches one like at the 30 in the open field, and he finally times the hurdle right and hurdles somebody and takes it to the house.
Dude, if Gasicki
Finally
did that,
times the hurdle right.
oh my God, signing man
And
tomorrow.
gets a flag that we decline for pass interference while throwing his hands up to the referee
Yeah.
while he's running for a touchdown.
Man, that's insane. I'll take it. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down.
Like he's got
Hurdle.
the guy draped on him, right? So he's throwing his hands up. The ball hits him in this hand. He catches it, breaks the tackle, hurdles the guy, breaks the tackle, runs for the touchdown, gets the flag for pass interference that we then decline to take
You
the point.
realize that's a 70-yard TD, but okay, I'll take it. He did run
No,
a 4
no,
5.
no. I wasn't saying like that long. I mean like at the 30 yard, like their 30 yard line. You know
Oh,
what I
okay.
mean?
I'm about to say
Like a
because
30 yard run. You know.
he's actually fast for a tight end. People,
But
I know he's 6'6",
it's because he finally times his hurdle right
that's hilarious.
after all these
I'm gonna
years.
put plus PI. That's hilarious, yo. I'm gonna try to wake up for that. Hey, Liz, you can always catch the back of the replay too. Dante Jenkins, it looks like you're a Bills fan. TikTok, TikTok, we're coming. Oh, okay. Bills Mafia in the building. What's up, Bills Mafia? Woo, we ain't scared, man. We ain't scared of the Bills. But hey, listen, it's okay. Don't worry. If you do me a favor though, you know you want to subscribe. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Miss Phins, man. Absolutely. Y'all hit the like button, man. We got over 30 people in here. Let's get the likes up, guys. I know not everybody hit the like button, so let's go. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be that would be insane. So okay, he's your most impactful tight end. This is rough because now I gotta go like not really. Like how am I gonna go against you going with my guy? Like this is hard, man. You just made it hard for me.
Yeah, you can go with me on it, and we can both be right.
Mm, I mean, I want to. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to. As far as game wise, I mean, just taking a look at the schedule itself and looking at the tight ends that would be, Njoku, no. Fear moves, no. No, no, no. Ooh, maybe Darren Waller, Kelsey, but
ah,
huh? Maybe
yeah.
not Kelsey because I feel like that's gonna be a blowout against Kansas City.
It's not a
So
bad
not
one,
really.
though. Darren Waller's not a bad one.
I think Darren Waller's who I want to go with as far as impactfulness. Who
You
do
said
they
that
have?
they were playing
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah. Well,
Because Tennessee's gonna
well,
want to come back. Tennessee's gonna want to come back and show something.
true.
Excuse me.
And he
So
could end up being impactful because of that. Yeah.
exactly. But what do you think of this one? Because I think this is also interesting. They got Goddard, right? Is it Goddard over there in Philadelphia? Nah, I think it's
Yes.
Washington.
Goddard, Dallas Goddard. Yeah.
No, no, no. Who's the tight end for Jacksonville? Shoot. Let me double check real quick. Because I feel like going against Herbert, you're gonna need, that power. You know what I mean? Depth chart. Let's see here real
I
quick.
can't remember.
No, no, no. I got it. Evan Ingram. He's done absolutely none for
Man,
the last 2 weeks. I don't
for the
know about
last 3 years.
Bro, cam up, man. I'm about to say, okay, forget it, Evan Ingram. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm gonna have to go Darren Waller in this case. I really want to go Gasicki. You know what? Nah, forget it. I'm going Gasicki because this game is so huge, guys. You're looking at the first playoffs game of week 1, where the Miami Dolphins will be seated 4th overall in the AFC, and the Bills are going to be coming in as the 7th seed. So there you go. I called it. It is what it is. Or what is it? 7th seed? Yeah. or
So
6.
we got defense next
Yep, defense.
that
Who's
we're
gonna be
at.
the most? Yep,
You know where I'm going with. I
Miami.
don't know. I can't imagine any other defense being able to impact their team more than any than the Dolphins defense this week.
I'm gonna have to ride with you on this one, man. Cause yeah, I don't think so. Not in. There's no other game more. There is no other except probably Packers, Tampa Bay. That's like playoff implications, like actual playoffs. Like this is a possible
I mean, San
division.
Francisco, Arizona. Los Angeles, Arizona, maybe, but
No, but they're not playing each other this
I
week.
thought it was L.A. and Cardinals.
Yeah, they're not playing this week. So it's
Yeah.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, I might be wrong. My bad. I think you're right. Arizona Rams versus Arizona.
Yeah, that's a big division game, but still not the impact Bills
Still
and
not,
Dolphins have.
still not as huge as Bills. This is for the conference. You know what I mean? Like when you're going for the
Maybe Giants
conference.
and Cowboys, but not really.
Oh, that is for division, right? They're both in the same division, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe that one, but not as big. It's still not as big as Bills Dolphins right now. Not
agreed.
with the hype, not with everything.
Agreed.
There's no other bigger game. That should be America's game of the week. There's no other game
So
bigger
since
than
we
that.
both would pick Dolphins defense, let's also both pick a secondary defense that we think might be
Ooh,
almost as
okay, okay.
impactful. And I'm going to have to go with the Steelers against the Browns.
Ooh, okay. Steelers. That's a good one. A
They
second.
have to stop Chubb. If they stop Chubb, they easily win that game.
Oh man, that's a good one. Okay, 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 okay. Secondary. You know
And I
what?
am Liz Meyer. I will be taking the prop bet for defensive score for a third week in a row. Currently, I'm 1-1 on that bet.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
I don't
I'm
advise people to gamble money that they can't afford to gamble.
and
But if you are
nor do we say
playing and
that. So
having fun, this guy here, Culler, is going to take the prop bet for defensive score again for the Miami Dolphins or for the game. But I
yeah,
do predict it'll be us that gets it. So
I'm gonna have to go secondary defense. This might be a little funny, but I'm gonna have to go Jets actually.
Jets
I have to go
defense,
Jets
that's a good pick.
because we
That's
both
a
have
really good
Bengals.
pick.
But if their secondary can really like, if they can step
Right,
up, you
because
know what I
and
mean?
Burrow's coming in to eat on their secondary thinking he's going to get things right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'd have to say
Good
Jets.
pick. So
Jets
there
for
you go.
sure.
1, 2, 3. I think we can argue Dolphins, Steelers, and Jets, most impactful defenses.
Yeah, for this week,
Uh huh.
yes. Absolutely. So man,
So
that's
go
insane.
ahead.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna
No,
say?
no, go ahead.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm just letting you know. I was gonna let you know something else, but it's not that big a deal. It's
Oh
nothing
yeah.
really.
Dolphins get 4 interceptions, 6 touchdowns against the Bills. I'll take it all day, every day. Dolphins defense, Melbourne even gets a strip sack and score.
That was
I'll
my
take it.
prediction. Not maybe not.
Ah,
I mean, it could be anybody, but that's how I think we're getting our defensive score.
okay. I'll
I said,
take it.
yeah, definitely.
Sandy says defense.
I think I said that
Defense.
on your show this morning.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Not this week. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Dante. I got you. Feel free to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Browns. Okay, Jeremy R says Browns defense versus Steelers. So I guess he's picking the Browns defense on that one. That's impactful. Okay. Yeah, I don't gamble either, and nor do I promote it personally. So I get it. As far as that, I love fantasy because it's fake. So I'm gonna keep fantasying it all my life. But I love predicting who's gonna win or not. You know what I mean? That's always fun to see. Oh my god! I mean, Color beat me this week because he went 10-6. I went 9-7. Okay. But I'm coming for you, Color. I feel good. We got some. Let me see, because we were really the same, except we have difference in that Saints and Panthers game. the Bucks Packers game, the San Fran Denver game, the Giants and Dallas game. So we got like 4 or 5 that we're all posting. So we'll see. It's gonna be a flip of the toss to see who's gonna get that. So that's gonna be it. But Color, what do you got for us? What do you want to do? Your final takeover here for us as far as
Oh,
the
final
NFL.
take. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
what should we expect for? Because we did
I
our section, man.
well,
Just so you guys know, we reviewed and reacted to what happened last week. Then we went ahead and gave our question. Then we
uh-huh.
did our record prediction for this week. And then our last segment was the most impactful player based on their positions. So last but not least, yes, buddy, talk to me. What do you
So,
think? What do you got? What do you got
I
for us?
honestly do look. I do expect the trend that we saw last week with Tua to continue.
Mhm.
The stats are backing it up with my statement right now.
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna actually do I'm gonna do part 2 of the color commentary stats extravaganza that I started in the off season when I went through and showed everybody why we should expect more out of our quarterback at that time. And I'm gonna be using the same stats that I went through that night with everybody to show now why we could actually credit Tua with the win against the Patriots. I look forward to doing that tonight. I've got it scheduled. I had it scheduled for 10:45. I've been kind of padding it out as we finish up here because I
Oh,
don't
my
want to.
bad.
Well, no, I didn't want to hard break you. So, everybody knows I go late. So everybody's just cool with it.
Well,
There's a lot
today's
of other,
Wednesday.
yeah, there's a lot of other content going on right now too. So nobody's like, beating down the door or nothing. But I am going to run through that tonight. I'm going to explain why Tua is now the number 1 quarterback in the league, according to these stats, and why we should expect that to continue. And at the same time, explain why everybody should also be, encouraged. Look, I didn't go through, there's no point for me to go through the first half of the game in the film and all that from last week, because anything that I'm going to say that needs to be corrected got corrected in the second half. Obviously,
Yes, it did.
we put up 5 touchdowns
Absolutely,
in
it
the
did.
second half. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely, yes.
I also can show, why things, Tua is really carrying us right now, even against the Patriots. In some ways that he does get credit for. It's only a 2-game sample size, but I'll say this: it's not Josh Allen's name at the top of the list.
No, it isn't.
2-game sample size or not, it's not Josh Allen's name at the top of the list. So I'm going to go through all the different stats, show you a bunch of different ones where we can sort by different types of stats and see that Tua just consistently is sitting at the number 1 spot. And so, it's encouraging to know that the stats actually back up the expectation that we absolutely roll the Bills this weekend. Because if Tua brings to the table what he did last week, I don't think the depleted secondary of the Buffalo Bills and the Heat of Miami stands any chance of stopping us. We may even put up more than 42 points.
Really?
And if we can spread those 6 touchdowns over 4 quarters, there's no doubt in my mind it elevates our defense, and Josh Allen is going to have a hell of a day. So I'll
It's
leave
gonna
it
be
at that.
really
Everybody
nice. I'll
catch me
tell you
over at
that.
the Phins tailgate at about 11 o'clock. I just need a little intermission in between this show and that one. I'll be going at 11 o'clock there. And like I said, it's the Stat Stravaganza Part 2, measuring and proving the growth of Tua.
There you go. What's
And
up, Victor? I
I
see
look
you.
forward to doing that and enjoy every one of you coming out tonight for Miss Phins and color commentary on Wednesday night football talk. Look forward to doing it next week, finding out how we fared with our predictions.
I know, right? Oh,
And I thank Miss Phins so much for giving me the opportunity to join her every Wednesday night.
No, I appreciate Color. I love going back and forth with you. This is a lot of fun. But guys, as he said, this is our League Wide Wednesday, baby. Let's talk football with Miss Finn. And as you see, color commentary, guys. Do me a favor, Color. Put up your number one on your left hand, real quick. Put up number one on your left hand. Just go
On
like
my
this for me.
left hand.
Left hand. There you go. You see that? Like and share exactly where he's pointing. Like and share, guys.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Exactly. There you go.
Right next to the tire treads.
Exactly. Yes. Like and share that upward arrows. That's what it is. Arrows, man. And level up, Miss Finn. Subscribe down there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Bill Mafia takeover. So Samoan sniper. Oh, take cover. Samoan sniper incoming. Love it. Love it.
Yep,
Love
and
it.
he shoots out a tan torpedo.
10 torpedo. 2 games and no touchdowns from our run game. We need to destroy them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Steve Rose, 2 game sample size and not 2 is better than Allen and Mahomes. I mean, come on. Can't we just enjoy this development and say he'll be really good? And now we're putting up 40 on that front 7. Come on.
I'm not speaking of raw talent. I'm speaking of currently, as the stats show, in production over 2 games, he is currently holding the number 1 spot. That's all I'm saying.
Are the Bills better than
and
the
it's
Rams?
not Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes' name that's there.
Facts. This is a great question. Are the Phins better than the Rams right now? Statistically speaking,
I think we have, if given execution, I think we absolutely have the ability to beat the Rams.
Yeah, but are we better than them?
Because I mean, that's subjective. That's subjective because if you have the ability to beat somebody, then you all you have to do is prove it by doing it, and then once you do that, you are better.
Which is what the Dolphins have to do against the Bills.
Bingo.
And look, Liz says to you, we are going to leave tire marks on the Bills. You know what we're doing? We're gonna be cooking some buffalo wings with extra hot sauce, okay? Yep. Or some barbecue sauce. There you go. Exactly. But guys, again, this is Miss Phins and Culler. Thank you again for joining tonight. You guys are always awesome. You can catch Culler, like he said, TFTG, the Phins Tailgate. It's always awesome. Exactly. Or Culler Commentary. There you go. Check out his
Culler Com on Twitter.
Culler Com on Twitter. Follow him on all social media. You can follow me, the host of the greatest morning show ever, The Miss Phins Show. Yes, I said it, The Miss Phins Show. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. So go ahead and catch me each and every Monday through Friday and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. with this gentleman, Culler Com.
Yeah, and let's get Crypto's prediction in the books too. He said 45 to 10 before anybody else.
Oh, okay, Crypto, I see you. Remember that? I said 45-10 Dolphins. That is true, and you echoed it, Culler, tonight. Nate Dolan says, we own you. Sure. It's okay, don't worry. We're coming for you. You'll see the taste. You'll see the taste for sure. Jeremiah, thank you so much. Sounds good to me. Love you, Miss Finn. Later, Culler. See you soon. Thank you guys for showing up. Really do appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate it. Culler, stay tuned real quick. Don't leave this yet. Fins up, everybody. You guys are the best. Take care. And as always, like, share, subscribe, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.